I can be full cholo.
What up, fool?
Hey. This is the only time I can be full cholo.
Yeah.
This is the last pod with the muggy.
Uh-oh. Yep, that's correct. What's
keep it
up,
alive.
everybody? What's up, everybody?
Keep it alive. I need to unbutton this.
And this week,
it's my vato over here.
Mateo did it.
Well, it's too late. This week I'm joined by
Nick the Narwhal.
Nick the Narwhal. Alrighty, and
Depression Dominic.
Oh my god.
Sad boy season.
Sour season, seasonal depression.
Sympathetic John, because I'm going to be there for my guy.
yeah, and last but not least, our vato over here.
Mitt. No.
Mateo. Mateo, wait.
And this week, we're gonna be opening up
we got some vivid voltage, homie.
Voltage
No, mommy.
and
Wait, you
some
both have
darkness
that?
ablaze packs this week.
Alright.
It was the last week of the Muzzies. Let's see it.
Last
Let's
week
see
of
this
the
tag
Muzzies.
battle. Enjoy this final
Do an attempt on the beard.
attempt.
Johnny's gonna go with the beard attempt.
Yeah.
Let's
see how it goes.
I can't do it.
I'm going to give it a
For
try. I'm going to try my
For
best.
sure,
That's all I
I
can
can't grow a beard, so I'm just not gonna try.
Let's see what we got.
Shave it off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, green card.
Damn
A double green card.
Verde.
Verde.
Verde,
Alright, for the back, I'm gonna say leaf.
Fire. Dark. I go dark every time. Electric.
Lightning.
Water.
Ooh,
Water.
Leaf.
Ooh, wow. Matt's got pushies.
Fucking hell.
The Vato's got
Yeah.
pushies. Wait. Ooh, that's a cool energy.
That is a
I feel like that's good for the TCG, but I don't know about that shit, bro.
Wilmer.
Oh, that's a cute little torch.
Well, Beldum. Oh, F fancy. He's so handsome.
Whoa, that's a cool
This
icon.
Cute.
This is a
So Matt hits
spooky-
his first.
It's a cool
Dustin
icon.
Rhodes.
See that bad boy?
It's pretty dope.
very cool. That's actually dope.
Dude,
Dude,
It's actually
Aggron.
sick.
Show me.
See it?
That's actually a really
I
nice
feel like
art.
Aggron would
There
make
you
a
go.
grow sick mustache. That would be too good.
No, now you know how.
Oh,
Kakadudu Magamba.
Alright,
Yeah, I
so
know.
Bring it to the judge. Bring it to the judge.
Bring it to the
MCAT
judge
help
to
guide.
settle the score.
Oh, I feel like Dom's gonna like this one.
Wait. Can I offer some cute spooky ones?
Oh, here, look. That's Dom's.
Can I offer cute spooky ones
There's
to
a
the
belt
judge?
in there too. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 1v1, your hollow versus his hollow.
Nah.
Oh.
Got Aggron.
Dude,
That
this just
one's
looks like Mecha Godzilla. I have to go with Matt.
Yeah.
1310.
No
Alright,
manches,
okay.
fool. You
No
wanna
manches,
get, fool.
Okay, hold on. that was a whole bag of Cheetos on that one. Keep in mind, I did have these cute guys right here, little
We up to
fan.
the score?
And then a spooky cute guy.
Yeah, but then you had this one.
Oh,
He
yeah,
had a
Torchic.
cute Dude, remember when I was down like 8-4?
Yeah, you were down.
I love it.
I was down very bad.
So now we are
It wasn't
13,
Sad Boy season.
10. Running away with it.
10.
Running away with it, huh?
13-10. Shit, dude.
I had
First you
flaming
landed hot start on it.
First,
and
you
now I'm just
actually
chasing.
like caught up to me too, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But alright, that's gonna be it for our little bit
Wait,
of
what the
Pokemon
hell
segment
was
before
that?
we.
Bro, but like this one, if I would have saw this one earlier, I might have switched
He was in the
What the hell
it.
is
Dude, he's with the.
I was showing it to you.
oh my god, that's
You didn't
so
care.
adorable. Damn. Okay.
Anyway, so that's gonna be it for our
It's too
Pokemon segment before we get into the news. So I'm gonna cut the video off here. Alright. Is that a Starbucks cake pop?
Cake pop. I got your cake pop.
But alright, so
I need to get off TikTok.
Yo, what's up, bro?
You need to get off a lot of hard drugs, you do.
Whoa, not a drug guy.
Anyways,
Not a
keeping
drug guy.
on the subject
Gotta-
of Pokemon cards and
Gotta
stuff like
plant the
that, we
flag
got
on
some
that.
news. So a few weeks ago, we got the artist promo cards we were talking
Yeah.
about with J Balvin, with Post Malone and Katy Perry.
Which
All
I
the
thought were
artists
kind of
were-
mid.
No,
Yeah.
I
Well,
actually
like-
like Post Malone's.
Okay,
I
I
didn't
like.
like J Balvin's one because
Alright, fair enough.
it was
I did like
Charizard
Post
and it could've
Malone's.
been better.
Yeah, I know, for sure.
So, but the news is the fact that these cards are actually not set to release.
That's
So
kind of wild.
At all.
I know, which is wild.
What?
Like,
So
then why would
they even be made?
They're just
they
one
were,
of
I
they
one.
know,
were
yeah.
actual concept arts. Yeah, they were actual like real deal things.
Oh, so
but
the,
it turns
the
out
artists
no,
don't even get them?
I don't
No,
So I think
they're
the only
they're just
ones.
gonna get them.
They're the only ones that are gonna get
So
them.
J Balvin,
Oh.
Katy Perry, and
One
Post
of
Malone.
ones.
Like, that's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool though that they're one of ones.
Yeah, that they get to hold that honor of like their cards
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty sick. But
Post
kinda sad,
Malone would
though,
never
like, they're not
give up
winning it.
his, but I don't know about the other two.
Okay, I have a question
They-
for you guys.
They
Like
might
the
take
two.
those to,
Giveaway?
to
I have a
auction.
question for you guys.
StockX.
If you
Yeah.
guys were like, let's say Pokemon reached out to us, or like BuzzBoys want to do a collab,
Yes, of course.
we'll take it. What Pokemon and what would your card be like? Would you pose with?
Ooh,
That's
a great
That's a
question.
great question.
That's tough.
And honestly, it's something that I thought about because I would choose
Chat our thoughts with Matt.
Infernape and Dragonite.
Okay, both.
And
that's
and
a
then we would be
Would the Dragonite be holding you like in his little panza?
no, I would be on top
Yeah.
of the Dragonite and then we're like flying.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
You mounted
But
it?
how does Infernape?
well, how big is Infernape?
How big is he?
I don't know. is he big or is he medium?
Maybe he's just
I think
holding
he's
on
like
to his
around
tail.
like
yeah,
5
oh
feet.
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he's like
he's
around
on the
like
tail.
5 feet. I think I do like a cool Pokemon and then I do like a cute Pokemon. I
Ooh,
think I
okay.
do like
Dragonite's cute and
Dragapult,
cool.
Okay.
Ghost Dragon type, first of its kind.
That's crazy.
And then I would do a cute one like Squirtle.
Ooh, okay.
Squirrel.
Why did you say no?
Squirtle.
Or
I would
Turtwig.
do a.
No, Turtwig. I would do Turtwig.
Turtwig
and Dragapult.
I would do
Cute little Doyle.
a Ghastly, and all I'm doing is holding up my hand like this, and it's just in my.
He's just floating around.
Dude, mine would be an Incineroar. Pretty easy. That'd be
Ooh,
sick. Just, like, this
yeah.
big, like,
Is that the one from Smash?
cat guy?
Big old
Yeah,
cat,
okay.
yeah.
Big cat wrestler following me
Yeah.
around. And
Yeah,
if not,
big
if I
cat
had a
son of a
small one,
bitch.
I just have like a little Magnemite. So that way, like if it would be
Ooh, yeah.
floating around, I just like flick it and go ding.
Yeah, and he goes here and
he'd be like-
that's him going.
Trying to balance himself out.
Yeah,
I was
oh.
trying to think. It's so hard. I don't
There's
know.
so many Pokemon.
Wait,
Think of your
what's-
favorite
what's so
Pokemon
hard?
right now.
That's why. Well,
No,
my
like
fa-
first one that comes to your mind.
This is
Oh,
Geo, dude.
Salamence.
And Nick's just
Dude,
like,
Salamence.
this is
Oh, okay.
Salamence.
All right, now think of the cutest one
Just
you've ever
Nick in
seen.
bed with a
the
Machamp.
cutest Pokemon I've
First
ever
one that
seen?
comes to your
It's a
mind.
big
Oh,
Machamp
Teddy
and it's
Ursa.
just-
Ooh,
Yeah.
hey, see, that's actually a
I
good
want
little
a Teddy
combo.
Ursa.
Yeah.
I would have a
Oh,
Teddy
Teddy
Ursa just like
Yeah.
chilling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just on like your shoulder.
Those
just
are good
sitting
combos.
Yeah, just like eating some popcorn.
Mm-hmm. Very
Oh,
nice.
Some
very
honey.
nice.
But anyways, so now talking about that, moving on with the news, still off of Pokemon. So there is some news that there are tons
Tons of rares, man.
rares, not just rares, but character rares in these next new sets that are coming out of the packs. A lot of VMAX character rares is what they are. Technically.
Those are
They
called
have a lot
what,
of the
man?
character in the
Well,
games.
this
their
is
mains. It's pretty interesting.
it's coming out in the line of it's called Pokemon Climax.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And
Bonk.
that's where Trainer Red is
Bonk.
coming out. But yeah, right. I was like,
That must be the second to
I don't
Pokemon
know.
Master Sex.
oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
That
forgot
was
about
like
that.
their biggest.
I don't know
I
who
forgot
comes up
about
with these
that.
names, but I think it like the memes are gonna go crazy.
No, because
once
it was
this set
Pokemon.
drops.
No, because it was Pokemon
Masters
Pokemon?
X.
Master.
EX.
Oh yeah.
EX, right? Yeah, Pokemon
Together
Masters
is Master
EX.
Sex. The
Yeah.
hashtag was Pokemon Master Sex.
Dude, and then that was like trending on Twitter for like a
For the
week.
longest
Yeah,
time.
for those of you who don't know,
Just
so
wait
the-
until Pokemon Climax comes out. The
It was
memes are gonna go up.
Pokemon Sex went trending for a while, but technically it was what
Pokemon
Masters.
Masters,
Masters
EX.
X.
EX. Yeah, and it's all together obviously spells Master Sex.
Kind of sus.
So,
Yeah.
Bonk the Pokemon
but
company.
kind of
Big
exciting. These
Kama
cards, a lot
Sutra
of these
guy.
cards
Yeah.
look very
The-
interesting.
the,
A lot of
Trainer
them
Red
are
one
really
is-
pretty.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
the Trainer
this.
Red
I
one
can
and
only
the
imagine
Mega
the-
Pikachu.
the
Ooh, that one's
King
a good
Leon
one.
Absolutely
Dude, that
could be
one's
a
actually
grail.
low-key.
That's really nice.
They all look very, very
Kindra.
pretty, very nice, very
love this
artistic
one.
too. I like the style. All of them have a similar style. They're not very.
My favorite one
not
is
really out there.
this one.
They almost
Trainer
look.
Red.
I know is Pokemon's considered anime,
Everyone
right?
with
yeah,
the
But
Trainer
that
Red.
almost looks like high quality
Yeah.
anime.
On the
Scroll back
cover.
to the
That
first one.
that Spinnerack one is dope.
Yeah.
So they all look very
There you go.
nice.
Oh,
Very
sorry.
pretty cards.
Man, let's be
Looking
honest,
forward to
though.
seeing those, honestly.
They should make a Christmas pack, bro.
Yo,
do they do that? They don't
a
do
little
that?
festive
Some
pack.
of them with Santa hats
I
on.
think they do that in Japan because there's like a rare Pikachu card,
Send another box.
which is oh no.
Fix that in post.
They have a super rare card with Pikachu wearing like a Santa hat.
Yeah,
Oh,
And-
really?
and-
and
he's
it's
just
worth
standing
like
there.
thousands of dollars
Yeah.
just because it's like
Oh, I
only
have actually seen
distributed
that.
in
Because they do it to
Japan.
Pokemon Go, like Pikachu, Santa hat, like whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like maybe release some cards. That'd be kind of cool, like Christmas line.
Yeah. They
That
did
actually
do
would be
some soccer ones for the FIFA World Cup because it was over there, right?
Like they should have
It
one.
was over there in Japan,
Like,
and then they did
Pikachu?
like different Pokemon starters in different jerseys, I think.
Like,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
a big Pokemon? Like a tall Pokemon.
Tall Pokemon?
Yeah,
What's that tree one?
Well,
The guy
Lord.
with 3 faces.
It's the
Oh,
biggest
yeah.
one ever.
one that has legs. please.
Executor.
Oh, the,
but the Alolan.
Oh, yeah,
Or no, I
Alolan
think it's the
Executor.
Galarian.
Like,
Galarian.
it'd be cool if they
Yeah.
had one where, like,
Yeah.
a bunch of
Oh,
Pokemon are
yeah.
decorated a Christmas tree, and they just have, like, a big Pokemon putting a star on top. Like, that'd be cool.
Ooh.
Maybe I should work for them.
Yeah.
Yo, dude.
Hey,
Hey.
shout out Pokemon. Give Dom a
Pokemon
job.
Company, we have a very good applicants
Yeah.
that wants to be a part of the character design
I
team.
have
And he
no-
wants to help you out with your names.
I have
'cause
no
they're,
character-
They're very memeable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have no character design, like, background, but I have good ideas.
And he's got a lot of passion.
A lot of character.
So you
yeah.
should hire him. Okay.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah, but alrighty. But anyways, so that's going to be it for our Pokemon segment. Next, we're going to go ahead and dive into Matt's homework. We had some very, very interesting double feature
Good
this
homework.
week.
Double
Which is going to set us up
It
for
was on
something that's
theme.
coming out in December. Actually, a couple more weeks. We're getting closer.
With only
and
one
closer when we
Spider-Man.
Think about it.
Mhm.
Technically, almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A little
I'm
over 2 weeks.
I'm a little
which is
nervous.
exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
But
Very
Matt,
nervous.
what did you have us watch this
So
week?
I had the boys watch in spirit of the Spider-Man news, the trailers dropping, and tickets recently being on sale. I had them watch Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield. Boys, how do we like revisiting both of these movies? We are going to go into a spoiler alert because obviously these movies have been out for a while. They were pretty big hits once they were out, so I'm pretty sure we've all seen them.
So we're gonna dive right into spoilers.
Right
So if
into
you haven't
spoilers.
seen it, this is gonna be your final spoiler warning for
Mhm.
both Spider-Man 2's
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2.
Yep. So,
Alright.
boys, how do we like going back to these Spider-Man? Did it kind of feel? I don't know about y'all, but like once I went to watch these, I was just like had this feeling still. It's like, dude, I feel like we're gonna see these guys again, and I want to see them on screen again. But how do you guys like watching these different films again?
Dude, I feel like when I first watched the regular Spider-Man 2, I felt like a little kid again almost. You
Dude,
know what
I
I mean?
did too.
Because
There was a nostalgic feeling
that was
there.
the movie that I grew up with, like watching when I was a kid. You know, I was like
Yeah.
what 6, 7 years old, and
Yeah.
that was my
2004.
first exposure to like
2004, yeah.
Spider-Man on the screen. I didn't
Mhm.
really
I
watch
was
the
7.
cartoons. I didn't really watch anything else, you know. So like really seeing these movies, especially the second one, man. Oh man,
second
it brought
one's so
so
good.
much like nostalgia and just
Yeah,
like,
and then
seeing
like
the colors,
yeah,
Toby move, like seeing that old kind of CG. You know,
Yeah.
it's clearly
Yeah.
kind of a little dated, but you know what?
Yeah.
It
It's
still
a little
does
dated.
But it
the
like
job
holds
done.
like
Yeah, so I don't know, like it brought a lot of memories for sure. For
Yeah,
me.
no.
Like, that was pretty sick.
That's what something that I was gonna say too, because like this was kind of like film that like as kids, like I think we watched like a million times, like this because like this one, because like this was one to where our parents were like, all right, what do you want to watch, and like just like tell us, and it's Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
All right, you just finished it. Do you want to watch something else? No, run it back.
Run it
Spider-Man 2. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but the both of us were just obsessed with this movie.
But no, yeah, it was definitely nice going back to it though, cause touching on what Drew said again, it's like, dude, like the nostalgic vibes of the different CG, but also his suit too. Like
Yeah.
I don't know why, but his suit when he's doing fight scenes or once he's just walking around and having like dialogue with other characters, I was like, dude, I don't know why, I love this suit scene.
Yeah.
Mickey?
I liked it a lot.
Going-
Yeah, I
going-
kind of
going
the
back
same
to
way
this
with the
one.
nostalgia. Same way. This one I was like such a huge fan of when I was younger,
Mhm.
and not only just because like it was Spider-Man and stuff like that, but because Doc Ock is such a
He's
cool
such a good villain.
He's such a good
Yeah.
villain, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the lines delivered perfectly every
Yeah.
single time.
Mhm.
He's not cringe
No.
in any shape or form.
Yeah.
He is the coolest villain, and
And
I
a
can't
character that, like, really could have been pretty cringe not cringe.
Not
at all.
cringe at all.
He's like the only one
very
in
cool.
that movie that doesn't have a cringe line.
Yeah.
All of them do. All of them
But-
have their
and there's a
lines.
lot
You're
of-
like, what are you saying?
There's actually
Yeah.
a lot of cringe moments.
Dude,
I feel
there
like
is.
too.
You know
Which
what?
Shame in the
way more-
Amazing,
way
though.
more than I remember.
No,
But, like-
I felt like that there were more cringe moments in the Amazing one,
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
when like
really?
Gwen
Yeah.
Stacy and like Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield would like have their like lovey-dovey lines to each other. I'm like,
They're the
That was a
worst.
little weird.
Yeah.
Dude, like the one that.
Or like they would just go on for like a really long time.
Yeah.
That I was like, okay,
no.
Yeah.
I get
The
it.
one,
When-
that,
when is this
the
over?
one that
Yeah.
made me just like, dude, what the fuck was when he's talking to MJ at the high society thing, and then like she's clearly mad at him, and he's like, I've been reading poetry, and I was like, oh.
Worst time.
Or that scene at the beginning of the movie, to where like Peter like goes to like the backyard to like throw his trash or something,
Yeah.
and then like they like go to the fence and they're like this close to each
Yeah.
other, and they don't say anything,
Dude,
and they're
yeah.
talking like. So I was thinking, oh yeah, no, like about you. I've been really wanting to see you.
Yeah. But then she drops that
Yeah,
bomb
and
on
like
him later.
and like they're like this. They're like
That's
talking
a
like
scene.
this.
That's a scene where I was like, when is this gonna end?
Yeah, I know,
Or like,
yeah.
is
No,
something
dude,
gonna
the
happen?
two-
I was
the
getting
two
secondhand
scenes-
embarrassment.
The two scenes that I thought of that, when is this gonna end? It was like the first one when he finished delivering or like he was about to deliver the pizza, and he's in the closet and the brooms keep falling, dude.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah,
still
yeah.
like, he's like for so long. I was
for,
like,
for
dude,
that
alright.
for that
I was
entire
like-
movie, I was just getting
that
secondhand embarrassment.
There was that one,
I
and
was
then
like,
when he
come on,
finally
Pete.
gets in the elevator, and then the guy's like, I'm a big fan. And, you know,
Yeah.
and then it like keeps going, and he's like, can I get a picture or whatever?
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
like, hey, take my card. And he's like, I don't have pockets.
Yeah.
And I was like,
He's like cool
Make
suit,
it
and he's
end.
like,
Yeah.
thanks.
There's a lot of
Please,
dated
just
moments
make
like
it
that.
end,
Yeah.
dude. I was like,
There's a lot of dated moments like
Oh,
like that where I
God.
feel like back then like people just ate up that kind
Wow.
of comedy.
I'm like,
Spider-Man in an elevator. Of course,
Was that your dad? Was that your dad? That's probably your
Yeah.
dad and my dad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
No,
if
but
they-
like just if they saw it like today.
They are eating
Yeah.
that shit up.
Yeah, he's like a pocket.
It's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Dude,
And he's in an
He's like-
elevator. He's like, Dolores, how many times do the brooms fall? All the time.
dude, and then you already know, like your dad and my dad would be like, I mean, this is the best Spider-Man.
yeah. Tobey Maguire. Best
And you know who they made?
He looks like a man.
The lines that were bad, honestly, were James Franco, dude.
Dude, oh my
Those are
god.
wild.
Actually, he. So I felt like,
not a good actor in it.
dude. Well, like in
Yeah.
that one, he
That's
is
just okay.
like playing cool guy times 10, and it's just too
But
much
not
cool guy.
Like it's
But
weird.
but
like,
but yeah, no, like it's trying to be cool guy to where it's becoming not cool guy. You're like,
exactly.
Yeah.
What's
Like,
going-
dude,
like-
you know, and I was thinking about this. The scene where Spider-Man saves him, and he's like, "This doesn't change anything." I was like,
Dude,
"Okay,
flicked
dude."
it so
Uh,
quick
okay,
back. He
yes,
literally
dude.
just saved his life, and he's like,
Yeah.
they left, and he's like, this doesn't change anything.
Plus,
Change anything.
plus, I feel like he's in like that fuckboy face like the whole time.
Yeah.
And then as well as right after that,
Spider-Man.
he's just like, "I lost everything." It's like, what? Like, dude, tell me why this scene was in the movie. They were in the city with a energy powered thing, the equivalent to the sun. What you
Small
they're
sun.
just they're just firing off a small sun. right?
in the city, and then later on,
New York City.
and later on, Doc Ock is like, "I'm gonna do this in the water, like over the water." You couldn't have done all the money in the world Oscorp has. You did it in the fucking building in the city. You couldn't get a remote location anywhere else where this could have been like, "Oh shit, this is bad. We can fix it."
Did you
Oh,
guys
in
ever
general,
go to
like-
upstate New York and
Yeah.
like
Even when the
What's the
arms
area?
like went on him and like it like injected into him like all the pieces and everybody was like, "Oh," you know, and he's just like
That's gonna
Yeah.
hurt.
the whole time. But then the worst part was like afterwards when they finally like everything passes and then they're like. It's like a fucking... The movie turns like whole 180 because it feels like a horror movie, dude. They're in the hospital
Yeah.
with all of his arms and they're trying to detach it, and then all of a sudden he's just like...
yeah.
She's just like grabbing people and
I
chainsawing
was
people for
actually-
some reason. I was like,
I was
what
actually
is
surprised
happening?
with the CG
I
of
was
like
this
the
is
arms.
for kids. I
Yeah.
was like,
With
what
the-
the hell?
Dude, with the arms, I was surprised going back to the movie. I was like, that animation holds up for like the
I mean-
CG of how they were moving and stuff like that.
It was
Yeah,
scary
but
though.
but they
like
put the whole
actually
budget on those
watching it.
arms.
That was like terrifying.
Yeah,
Seeing the arms like
yeah.
attach people and pull
It was
them,
actually like a horror movie.
and then he finally wakes up and he's like,
But
"Oh,"
they
and
did
the
it
lights
so
change,
well, though,
they're
with the
already
arm.
red.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
making
sick.
them all
And
scary
then,
and stuff.
but like the thing that I just lost my train of thought. I literally just burped and lost my train of thought.
Dude,
I was
Because
here.
you
That's
said
okay.
something about like
I
the
was-
arms and I forgot.
I was
Yeah, that's
intently
okay. That's okay,
focused
yeah.
on
But
like
did
what
you guys-
Dom was about to say too.
Did you guys notice the color of the arms? The difference in
Yeah.
gender?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When
Compared
he
to
got
the
control,
trailer.
they would be white,
Yeah.
and then like if not, they were red. That's
But
pretty
no, so let's move on from this movie so we can kind of touch up on the Amazing
Doesn't
Spider-Man
change
2.
anything.
What was your guys' favorite scenes of
In the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
in Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire?
Oh,
first?
Spider-Man 2.
Be-
Can I go
because
first? Can I-
mine-
can I-
Go
Alright,
ahead,
go.
go ahead.
It's the subway one, the
train.
subway
Oh,
fight
yeah.
scene
Yeah.
with
Yeah, that was
Doc
sick.
Ock. Yeah.
That was a great fight scene.
Yeah, no, that was a really good.
That was a
fight
good fight scene, but I can't take it seriously when Joey Coco is the first guy.
Yeah,
that
Joey
steps
Diaz.
up.
You
gotta go to me.
With the big schnoz,
King
the
of all
big
people that they hired for that.
And then they
It's
bring
like,
in another
you
dude
see
that
Joey.
looks like he was just an alien not too long ago, and then
Yeah.
he's like, okay, fine. And he just like separates them.
Yeah.
Hey, you just gotta go to me.
Yeah. That was carrying right after the first one where they start throwing all that shit at Goblin. And they're like, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. That was like the exact same thing, just in the subway.
Just
We're
in
New
the
Yorkers.
And let's
Yeah.
dude,
Bing
That-
bong.
dude, that was made at that time.
That was one of the biggest kind of messages too. Though we're New Yorkers, we fought together. Throw potatoes at.
Box. Throw the baguettes. Throw the
No.
baguettes.
Dude,
I
but
think-
that scene though made in that time because Spider-Man loses his mask. Dude, if that was today's,
Oh, yeah,
dude,
little
TMZ would be
kids.
like in his face, like when he's like idiot.
World Star!
Yeah.
Just like everybody. Just
Yeah, no, and it's funny too
That's
to
what I
like
thought-
think
thought
about
too.
it because like the only people that would know his face are the people on the subway, like pretty much at the time.
Yeah. And,
And
the
then,
little kids are like,
If that was
"We
today,
won't tell nobody.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we won't tell nobody. It's like nobody's gonna believe you.
You know, I was gonna believe you. You're 8.
You're 8.
But no, my favorite scene was probably, I would say the end when he's fighting Doc Ock, and then
That scene makes me think about the game.
Yeah, no, I
And the
actually
last
kind of
level
thought it
was
was
so
funny
hard.
once he was fighting Doc Ock in like the water, and he just like they're both just punch each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I don't know, man. This whole movie was wild all around, man. Like,
I still really like it though. Like I feel like while going back and watching it now, you're like, okay,
you know, Peter really takes a beating in this. Not
Dude,
just
he
like
does.
physically, but like,
yeah.
he's losing left and right,
Yeah.
man.
Did you-
Like, he
did you ever
can't
think-
catch a
He's always
break,
catching
it.
bro?
Is there like
he just
a scene?
can't catch a
Yeah.
break.
What do you mean?
But
Whoa.
you know, this isn't my favorite scene, but I do want to point it out real quick before I say my favorite scene. Dude, what like the whole point of that one scene where like the neighbor comes in, she's like, I got cake.
Yeah, you want some cake? Want some
And he's
chocolate
like, and she's like, with milk? And he's like, that'd be nice.
cake? Yeah.
Dude, that was the most pointless fucking
Maybe
scene I've
she
ever
wasn't
seen,
talking
because
about,
the
like, a
only
baked
reason
cake.
wasn't
yeah.
She's
was
talking
for the
about some
next
other
you
cake.
know, for the next movie, because in the next movie that's
Yeah.
when that whole
The
thing like
cookies.
yeah, the cookies
Oh,
thing.
he
But,
literally
like,
is, literally
that-
nuts in there.
That entire
What?
scene,
Whoa.
that entire scene was so
Fuck, what are we
pointless.
talking
dude.
about?
Literally fucking pointless and a waste of time for us to
Oh,
fucking have
man,
sat and then just like do that shit.
yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
that fucking was
I was
wild.
like, you want some chocolate cake? That'd
Um,
be nice.
But one of my favorite scenes, man, I don't know. It was pretty wild all throughout. I think I like a lot of the scenes where he starts like losing his powers, like
powers.
his little bits, his webbing, because like it felt genuinely terrifying to me when he was like literally thousands of like hundreds
Yeah.
of feet in the air
then
and he
just-
couldn't web and he was just falling, but like
Uh-huh.
his scream felt so genuine a lot of the times, you know, like
Yeah.
because he was like falling, you know, like he had to catch something, but like he had nothing. So like a lot of those like really felt like, oh shit, like this guy's like helpless right now. you
Yeah.
know?
I
And he
always thought it was
annihilated
kinda
that
weird.
vent too.
Yeah, and the
I-
Like
dumpster
that looked
and
like it
stuff.
hurt.
And that's what leads to him like throwing the iconic scene where he throws his
Yeah.
his suit in the trash,
trash,
you know,
yeah.
which was like one of Spider-Man's like top 10 of all
Yeah.
time. Like
I always thought it was weird
Scenes.
how they made the webbing like actually come from his body.
That creeped me out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's like-
but as a kid, like I thought it was sick.
Yeah, I was like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, that
like, I
makes
thought-
sense.
I
He's
didn't.
like, wow.
As a kid, I was like, ew.
Infinite amount of like webs.
I was like, dude,
Like-
he has all the webs he wants.
you
just
never
shooting
have
ropes.
to change them.
Man.
They come from anywhere, just shooting ropes all the time.
no, they don't. They only come from his wrists. They don't come from
No.
Dude, but
Alright.
I guess my favorite scene, I guess, in that movie, when he's reciting poetry to MJ.
Oh my god.
No, honestly,
Dude,
Or-
that dickhead
or
doorman.
Oh,
Remember when he gets to the,
yeah,
the show
yeah,
late and he's
yeah.
just like,
can't get it.
I was like,
he's
what
like,
the-
can't let you in.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that was
what
so
a-
long,
what an
dude.
ass hat. I was
Yeah.
like,
I think with movies like this is one of the reasons why I really appreciate the Andrew Garfield ones, but because Tom Holland kind of does the same, but even though I think Tom Holland is still the best one, but for some reason I just don't understand how people are given this like gift and they're like, I don't want it, I just want a normal life.
man.
What? Like, oh man, like, and then when he throws away his suit, he's like, I don't want to be Spider-Man. I wanna be
Grass is
Peter
always
Parker."
greener on the other side.
Dude, like, that part bothers me so much because I'm like, dude, you're only cool because you're Spider-Man, dude. Like, let's be real.
Just be Spider-Man.
Peter Parker got rolled on, bro. Like, let's be real. And, like, ever since he got his powers and everything, things have been kind of clicking for him, but then things kind of get off for him. But then he's like, you're right. I don't want to be Spider-Man. I want to be Peter Parker. And I'm like, what's so cool about, like, about Peter Parker that like, it just didn't make sense to
Yeah,
me.
but,
I hate
like,
movies like that, man. Well, like, I get it where they're coming from, but it's like, man, I hate that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess, aside from that, and then some of the weird James Franco lines that they had in this, I like the scene where Doc Ock drowns the son.
The fusion.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that part's
Nuclear
cool.
fusion.
Yeah, no, that was dope. Nikki?
I like the train scene, but just before that, actually, when they're fighting on the clock tower, I think
Oh, yeah.
that's so sick, especially
Yeah.
when he like
Oh,
shoots
yeah,
the
once-
arm back at him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that part.
No,
yeah.
well, like, because I just think like he's such a good fighter too,
Love it.
and
He's
and
a
like
scrapper.
that he's just
Yeah.
a brawler,
Yeah,
man.
and
He
he-
throws
Yeah,
heavy hands.
He doesn't really have like a style. He just like
Yeah.
straight up punches.
Just
Yeah.
a brawler, man.
Yeah.
He just hits hard. Yeah, no, I thought that was really
I
cool.
think like he had a lot of the action scenes in general in this one were sick. Even like the small stuff where like
I
he
actually liked
saves
him a lot,
MJ
too. Yeah.
like from the car, like
Mhm.
as it's flying through the window and he
Yeah.
like dives over the table and spins.
Mhm.
That was so sick.
And MJ's like,
you know?
wait, you might
Yeah,
be
she's like-
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Wait.
Because I know Peter
Are you
Parker.
Spider-Man?
Kiss me, let me find out if I belong.
Oh yeah,
He's like,
that
girl,
part I
don't
thought
you
was
understand
weird. I was
consent?
like,
He's like, no, I'm not giving you consent. What the hell?
Yeah, no, and then she was still like trying to kiss him. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
Also,
right here?
just on a side note, before we stop talking about it, how nuts is she to like go and try and marry somebody like that?
I
in,
know,
like,
yeah,
2
dude. I
weeks
felt
or
like that was
something?
really quick. I was
And
like,
then like you know
Oh,
what I
really
mean?
Leave him
go
at the
there.
altar.
And leave him at the altar.
I
to
was
top
actually
it off?
thinking about this, like when she
that was
become
kind of
like
a
an
weird
adult.
psycho scene at the end when
Yeah.
she's like running around.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
so psycho. And she visits
Uh-huh.
him in his like studio apartment in her wedding
it's
dress.
really-
Like they
But,
literally
like-
could have just showed her like not showing up and just showing up at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and that
absolutely.
would've been, like,
But like
way
as an
better
adult,
transition.
like so as a kid when you see that you're like that's so sad. Like she left him at the altar. As an adult, you're like, bro, the party's paid
Yeah,
for.
exactly.
Like the,
Everybody's
every
Yeah,
adult-
that's all I was thinking about.
And think about it, it's in New York too. to
I
top it
know!
off. So,
The
like,
venue,
imagine-
too.
St. Patrick's Cathedral. Like
Yeah.
the venue.
What?
It's
All these
like
people.
imagine
And that's
like the
J.
money
Jonah
down the
Jameson's
drain.
son.
So,
right?
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But Jay Jonah was great in this one.
He's-
Oh, yeah, dude,
Oh,
when he's
yeah,
talking to his wife, he's
classic
like,
lines.
cancel the caviar.
Dude, when he's in the suit and he's on his desk and he's like,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
just like,
All right, how about is Doctor Strange confirmed in that world?
Oh, yeah,
Because remember
because of what
once
they
they're like
said.
talking about the, and it's like no, that one's already taken. Is he?
It has to be because
Right?
Or-
Rachel's death's an
Is
absolute point.
is
Or
there a
maybe-
New York sanctum?
or maybe that's the moment that like he jumps back and pulls him. That we see. Him. Maybe he's like
Imagine.
maybe he's been jumping around.
That'd be
Maybe-
really
That'd be
cool
cool
to
if they
see.
like
Maybe
can
he's been
connect
appearing
it
in
even
other
just a little
dimensions
bit.
and,
Man,
like-
I don't know. I like to
But-
think in this Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire that like there's like the Avengers and everything, so it's like I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise is like Iron Man in this like universe or some
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Very well.
But all right, here let's move on to Amazing Spider-Man 2. What you guys? What were your initial thoughts on that one? Going back to that one, did we think that one kind of held up more so than Spider-Man 2 from 2004, or this one?
I'd much rather watch 2004 to be honest.
I don't.
It's
I think I'm
weird.
the opposite.
That
I think
was
I'd rather
that
watch-
was gonna be my next question. Like in terms of holding those two up together.
It's because you know what I like about Andrew Garfield is his fucking tech savvy smartness, dude.
Yeah,
like how
that's-
he
yeah.
like learns how to like with the web and all that. And
That
also
was-
his
that
fighting
was
style
so cool.
too, dude. Like
We
he fights like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We see a lot of his
I
like,
actually like his
detective
fighting
skills. We
Yeah,
see like a
which
lot
is
of
cool,
his
and he
like
has those things.
his intellect as opposed to like Toby's, where it was just more relationship and kind of like stressful based in his life. It was more of Andrew Garfield's like intellect that we see like flex, you know.
I mean, he's smart in this one. Like he's actually like, I'm not saying Tobey Maguire's not smart. But like he's actually like learning with the web how to like
that
with the
was like
electricity
cool.
and all that.
He was following along with the YouTube video and going through it like that. But honestly, watching Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, I love the way he would like kind of swing around.
Yes,
he
I do
use
too.
his webs like a spider, and his fighting style was really cool to watch too.
The only problem I had is sometimes his voice didn't seem the same to me. Like he would try really hard to lay on that thick New York accent.
Yeah,
and there were times where I'm like, you don't sound like you used to.
Yeah, no, it would go back and forth a little bit.
Like when he's talking to Harry, like so one of them he's like, New
I
York.
I actually hated Harry.
Yeah, I hated.
I actually didn't. I didn't hate Harry. I didn't hate Harry at all. I hated when he turned into Goblin. And I was like, okay, I like this. But I liked Harry when he was in general as a kid. But
Kid Harry, yes, like a little bit older Harry. I was like,
There was a scene where like he's like, New York, you know what you got for me? He's like, oh, like has an accent, and then he's talking to Harry and he's like, all I know is you left me a briefcase, and I'm like, what? Why did you just sound like that? Like, there was no reason for you to like throw on that like weird accent, like
out of nowhere.
Yeah, so that was. But I mean, I really like him having that like tech vibe savvy, like trying to figure out a bunch of things. Because is it in that one? Oh no, that's in Tom Holland's. Because Tom Holland kind of has that same thing. Like he's smart, he creates his own stuff and all that.
He likes to tinker and all.
Yeah,
but it's just like the thing about this one. Peter Parker's way too cool, man.
That is
dude.
like
That guy goes to the graduation, shows up late, and goes onto the stage, kisses the valedictorian.
Yeah, not just
the crowd goes wild.
He like tongue punches.
He like tongue punches her like that on the stage.
This one absolutely pulls bitches.
Yeah, dude. This Peter Parker pulls bitches, man.
Hey, don't. Toby did too, bro. Gwen Stacy.
Oh,
found
actually,
some shade
Oh,
that's on the pod.
Dude, no, well, hold on. So I'm gonna get this question out of the way.
Do it.
So Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy, right? She's like great, but does she have the same syndrome as Daisy Ridley was as Ray?
Where like she's only hot because she's Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I never.
Emma
thought,
Stone's not hot.
I never thought Emma Stone was
Gwen
hot.
Stacy.
I think there are times when like she looks good looking.
Really? I thought Gwen Stacy looked great in this one.
Yeah, that's what
I thought
too.
Gwen Stacy was hot.
I agree with you, Matt.
But
I don't think
Emma
Emma
Stone
Stone
was
was hot.
No, I did say she was hot.
Oh, Emma Stone though.
Yeah,
Emma Stone? No, I'm not a big Emma
but
Stone.
Emma Stone, not hot.
Yeah,
Gwen Stacy from Amazing Spider-Man.
So
2.
wait,
I feel like I've always been an Emma Stone guy.
I think she's like really good looking, but I feel like in some of her roles where like she's too quirky, I'm like, okay, yeah, you just lost me. Like, you know?
Also, like, what? Give my boy Spider-Man a choice. Like, what? Why can't he break up with you?
Oh yeah, with those
Yeah,
lines.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a little toxic.
That's because
toxic.
he wasn't giving her a choice.
Whoa.
You know, because he was like, no, I can't because of the promise I made.
And then
She didn't
also
have a choice.
he said he was gonna follow her everywhere.
Oh, that was a good line.
I think it was a lie. Yeah, because as soon as she's like, I break up with you. Well, he doesn't save her. She smacks her head on the ground.
That's a theory.
I think he was like, you break up with me, I fucking kill you.
Whoa! No,
Like he knows he's got MJ waiting in the wings.
Yeah, dude. So once that scene was approaching, right, and every time she would fall, cause like I haven't seen it in a while, I would always get that feeling like, oh shit, like she's gonna fall for real this time. No, all right, she like got caught. There were like 4 different moments where I thought she was gonna go down like for real, and every time, dude, I see that web once he shoots it out and it's like so.
Yes, the
I was like,
hand.
dude, that's sick. And then once we see that same imagery in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
With MJ.
With MJ, are we gonna lose her, boys?
No, she's gonna live.
She's
gonna live.
Because
She's
it's
Zendaya.
Oh, and
wait,
the Swifties would lose their mind.
The Swifties like Zendaya.
I think the Swifties love Zendaya.
The
the fuck
Swifties
is a
are out of
Swiftie?
pocket.
The Taylor Swift cult.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, but like,
We didn't
Like,
say that.
what?
We didn't say that. Everybody knows about the Swifties.
Everyone knows
okay?
what if
Gun
in
to
the
my head,
trailer-
everyone knows about the Swifties.
What if in the trailer? What if in the movie though, like the new movie when she's falling? What if something happens, and like somebody's holding like Tom Holland, he can't get there, and
Andrew
Garfield comes
Garfield
in and he's
saves her.
like, been there, not letting that happen again.
Whoa,
That'd
that'd be cool.
But then
That-
she
alright.
goes back to
It's like the
his
same thing happens.
universe,
Like, oh shit!
and she's
I
MJ.
forgot!
and
My
I
bad!
like
Yo, String,
My
suck
bad!
back.
Goes
My
back
bad,
to the
main
portal.
Peter. I forgot. Shit, my bad.
So all right, here.
I'll get you again next time.
I'm gonna leave
Reel
it off
us
of
in.
this because we're about 20 minutes in here. But do we think that after watching these movies, would we want to see both these guys on screen with Tom Holland, and would that just be great to see
It's-
Andrew Garfield's
yeah.
dynamic and Tobey Maguire's kind of serious, kind of nerdy dynamic, but like, because they're both very different, Peter
Oh, yeah.
Parkers and Spider-Mans.
Tom
So to
Holland's
see
in the
them
middle.
all on screen at once, dude, come on.
Okay, but let's be real.
It's gotta happen.
I think
What do we
it's
think?
I think it's okay to say this, that if we don't see them, it would be a disappointment at this point.
It would.
Like it
right?
would be a disappointment.
Right?
The movie would still probably be good as all the villains in
Even
it.
if it's for 2 minutes,
Yeah.
and we
Just-
see him for 2,
Let me see him.
that's okay.
The movie would still be good probably without them, but like let's be real, like
What if they do some bullshit to where they bring him in, but they don't even got them in the suits? It's like them like turning
I would
around
hate that.
or like
No,
seeing a
no.
portal
No.
or something.
No, that would
Does
be
he count?
stupid
And then
because
gotta wait till the next.
yeah, that would be
installment.
stupid.
because
That'd
let's
be
be
too
real,
disappointing.
we also need a scene where they're like Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland are like talking it up like, oh, what is your web stream? What is your
Yeah,
web
yeah.
stream? And then they're like, what is yours? And Peter Parker's like, it's my
Yeah.
like Tobey Maguire's like,
I
it's
like
my-
I like
yours.
definitely want to see
It's
something
in-
of like
it's in
them,
me.
It's in me, and then they're like that
like
comes out of
like
you?
just like saying something like that.
Because remember in Civil War where
Yeah.
Falcon's like, this stuff is coming out of you?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that would
no.
be
Yeah, no, I
actual-
definitely want to see them like be like, yo, so what's going on with your stuff? I don't see you with tech.
I would love to see just like a conversation between Tobey Spider-Man and Tom Holland Spider-Man. I don't know why. Like I
Yeah.
feel like kind of Tobey's quirkiness, but like how he's like probably a seasoned vet at this point too.
kind of
Yeah.
like in Into the Spider-Verse where
Yeah,
he's like the
but
older
less
guy.
fat.
Yeah,
And
but-
less
but
losery.
less fast.
Yeah,
So-
and less loser. Yeah.
Here's something interesting that I was thinking about though. Like a lot of theories and stuff that I've heard about is like, well, like they have to be in there so that way it's like, oh, these veteran Spider-Man,
Yeah.
teach him how to do it or whatever. But like, dude, Spider-Man's not really that much of a noob. Like he fought Thanos,
No,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? He
Yeah,
fought in a
exactly.
huge
Yeah.
war. Like
I know,
he's
he's got
actually
kinda more
dude
under
kind of
the-
actually
the
knows.
those
That's what I was
than
gonna
everybody
say.
else.
That's the main thing. He actually has way
don't-
more fights and like serious battles under him than
Maybe
any of the
they
other
help him
two.
with
That's
coping.
actually a really good
maybe
point.
maybe they help him with coping with being Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
Dude,
at the
that's
same
what I was
time.
gonna
And
ask
so-
because in Matt's thing with the assignment, both of these were like the epitome of like their universe's Spider-Man struggling being Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
okay.
So I
Yeah.
thought that's why you assigned
No,
them.
I just like wanted to like pick like the ones that stuck out to me the most.
Oh, okay.
Because both of them are my favorite from either of those. But that's actually a really good point that I haven't thought about. I wouldn't care about seeing both of them take on this leadership like mentor role to Tom Holland.
Mhm.
I just want to see them kind of fight like alongside each other more.
I feel like more than
With all
anything,
of their different styles too.
Yeah, with all their different styles, but show off their like Andrew Garfield's kind of like silky.
is like such a good kind of web guy like during fights too. It's I don't know. I thought it was badass like
I have a,
all of his fights.
I have a weird feeling that like it's always going to come back to the fact of like they want our Peter, Tom Holland, to get over death. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Something I've really noticed with rewatching these two movies is, man, in Spider-Man 2, the original one, there's a huge focus on Ben's death.
Oh yeah.
And especially when Peter finally admits to
He's like,
to
"It's
May,
my
he's like, he's dead because of me, and she like,
did it.
yeah, she like almost turned, and she leaves him there at the table, you know,
Yeah.
she's like so hurt.
She was
And
not
then same
happy.
thing with Andrew Garfield, his whole thing with Gwen, obviously, and other stuff that we've seen, you know. So I feel like death is such a huge part in those movies, and we see it a little bit more and more in Tom Holland's movies too. So I feel like something like that might be also a big note.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, who knows?
I mean, like, dude, one of the best Spider-Man scenes that I think we've ever gotten in general is actually Into the Spider-Verse when Chris Pine is Spider-Man and like he's so like teacher as
that
to
first
Miles
scene.
Morales,
See,
and then
and-
he passes away.
and
Yeah,
that's
that was cool.
That's the thing. That's my point. Is that like like these movies can't just be about like these Spider-Man helping Spider-Man in a physical way.
yeah,
They have to help him grow as a person
and
too.
he's much
And
younger than that.
Exactly, you know.
He's-
So I don't know exactly what point, whether it's going to be death or something else, they're going to focus on to him being a better person. but it's gonna be something where like Peter himself is gonna be a better person after this whole shit.
Yeah.
I don't whether what the theme of it exactly is gonna be. I don't know, but it has.
And then there's already been more confirmed movies for
exactly.
That he's getting another trilogy.
Exactly.
Tom Holland, as well as aren't the other ones getting like one more movie or some of that?
Well, like,
it's like
this isn't a part of the other two. The untitled Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, because
there were 2 random projects that Sony announced like a while ago.
I mean,
this is just a whole trilogy.
What if they go like
Holland.
a Chris Pine route and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man dies, but Miles Morales like is born? Or
In
something?
that universe?
In that universe?
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
That'd be really cool.
That would be dope. All right, but here, let's just wrap it up really quick. Favorite scenes, and then should we do a
Amazing
rate?
Spider-Man 2?
Yeah. Well, no. We'll just do a favorite scene of Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Okay. And then rate?
Yeah,
for both?
yeah.
Yeah, we can do rate for both.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, my favorite scene for Amazing Spider-Man 2, dude. That last battle with Electro was unreal.
Dude, once he was swinging through the things and like going in slow motion every time he was like trying to dodge it and then swing at the same time.
Yeah, and especially because we see him like learn, to like get over his attacks and stuff like that, and finally like realize his weak points.
Yeah.
And we finally see him take full advantage of it. And yeah, his web slinging at that point was so unreal. Dude. It was so sick to see.
And whereas like Tom Holland Spider-Man would have like the tech to beat him, like. Andrew Garfield's was like
he had the actual skill, the web skill,
like the
and his head to to overcharge a battery and all that.
Yeah, exactly. So that scene in general was just unreal. And then my rates for both of them: Spider-Man 2, the original one, is a superhero classic. I feel like a lot of people regard it in their like top 10 superhero movies of all time. I think for to a certain extent it does deserve that, but it is also at this point. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel somewhat dated.
Yeah,
because you can definitely feel the huge difference between this one and an Amazing Spider-Man 2. Not just because of the tech, but like the film, like the way it was filmed. A lot of the angles, a lot of the style of it. Yeah. It was way different. But it's it doesn't make it any less of a movie.
As well. The dialogue was like for that time as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the first one, I want to give it a solid 8. I love that movie, dude. It's a solid. Alfred Molina is perfect, as Doc Ock. And you really feel the sympathy for him, especially with the fact that, like, a lot of it, he's like, I'm not in control. The arms are in control. That aspect, a lot of Peter, is great. MJ was, she was okay. She was solid. But the big focus on Toby.
Look at her face, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, the big focus on Toby and, even, like, stuff at the Bugle and stuff was great. So, yeah, solid 8 for that one. And I think The Amazing Spider-Man 2, that one's a little bit less for me just because, I don't know, like, the whole Green Goblin thing was a little weird.
Yeah.
Like, not that I hated it, but, like...
And then the Rhino thing?
It was a weird aspect. The Rhino thing was also a little wild. But again, like, a lot of the main aspects were, like, Peter's, like, trying to solve everything. He finds a subway when he's, like, connecting the dots on his wall of, like, how everyone's connected and stuff like that. That stuff I loved. That was probably the strongest parts of the movies for me. So that one I would probably give it not too much lower than the other one, but, a little bit lower. Probably a 7.7.
Okay. Johnny Boy?
Alright, favorite scene for Amazing Spider-Man. I'm gonna go with the one with, they're in, Times Square. To where
that one's mine.
Electro first comes in.
Yeah, that
and that was really cool because, like,
seeing him fighting
the way he comes in, though, because, like, there's a police car that, like, flips over and it's about, I think, to, like, fall on a cop, and he just freaking grabs it on his back like this, and then he, like shoves it off like it's nothing, and like
shows his actual strength.
Exactly, and like that was nothing to him.
Plus, like, I love his, like, even though he's a little too cool for me, I love that scene with the firefighters, dude. He's like, and he's like in the thing. He's like, good job, Tom. And
and then that part too. And
he has a lot of good one-liners when he's Spider-Man.
When he's Spider-Man,
because he does, no, for sure. And then then the part to where he saves those people from, like, touching the
rails,
side rails too, because it kind of shows off, like, I guess, the sense, and then the quick thinking, too.
Yeah.
To where he takes his broken one, and then he, like, presses down on it, and then it shoots both ways. And then he, like pulls really the wrist off of a couple people, and then he stops the police car, like, all at the same time, like, all in the same kind of sequence. And I thought that was badass, dude. Like, that was some straight... Like from the comic book type of shit.
Yeah, he's strong though.
But for my rates for both of them, Spider-Man 2, with Toby. I'm gonna go around Drew, kind of like 8.3.
Okay.
Just because it's a classic, but pretty dated though.
Yeah.
But it's
watching it again.
but it's still
pretty dated.
a pretty good
How
kind of movie
how,
for
How
sure.
about Amazing Spider-Man?
And then Amazing Spider-Man, I'm gonna go around like an 8 flat.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
because I still really liked it.
Yeah.
Nikki?
So favorite scene in that one is the one I could just watch it over and over again. This was the first time I've seen the movie since it came out. But I've seen this
Gwen getting
specific
dropped.
scene. Yeah, Gwen getting dropped. Just cinematography,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the cinematography
you really
behind
feel,
it.
You
the
really feel like the
web.
suspense, like
Yeah.
more than anything of
You
like,
really
oh
feel
god,
it.
like,
yeah,
please
and it feels
no,
like it's like an hour, like,
Yeah.
but not like in a bad way. Like you're like, oh my god.
But like,
Yeah.
and the weirdest part is like the
And it
whole,
all goes quiet,
the
though,
whole
too.
leading
Yeah.
moment up to it
Yeah.
is so long, and the second happens is just and then
in a
that's it.
second,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
and he
over.
and he
Like,
like
the way
tries
they
to
shot that
move
was
really
perfect,
fast too, and it's
so
just
crazy.
quiet.
It's such
I'm
great
like, oh,
cinematography.
It was.
Yeah.
So
And then rate
the
them?
rating. So for Spider-Man 2 in the Raimi-verse, I have that one at an 8.4. And then the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I have that one at a 7.9.
Okay.
My favorite scene in the Amazing Spider-Man is kind of hard. I mean, like the fight scenes are all really cool.
And Electro, hella underrated, dude.
That's what I was
Honestly,
saying.
like,
Super
when you think
underrated.
about it, I
Fox
just
did
wanna
really
say,
good.
Super underrated.
Like, and especially because like you see that like obsession in the beginning when he like gets his blueprints and he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Spider-Man, no way. And then
Yeah,
later
yeah.
like the boss is like talking shit and he's like, don't you dare talk shit about
Yeah, but
Spider-Man
he,
like
like,
that. You
thinks
know what I
about
mean?
it,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's so
And
interesting.
then plus,
to me.
like, I love Jamie Foxx did such a good
Great.
job of showing
Yeah.
how vulnerable he was, especially when like
He's
like
great.
he sees Gwen Stacy in the elevator and he's like, I'm Max, and she's like, I'm Gwen, and then she's leaving, she's like, all right, bye Max, and she's like, oh, she remembered my name, and like the door
Yeah,
closed.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I feel bad for this guy. They treat him like shit, so I'm glad he like just started going on a rampage
I'm
and
ex-
fucking people up.
I'm excited to see
Uh,
more of him in the next movie.
I am
for
too.
sure.
Yeah.
Favorite
too.
scene?
I'm really glad that they brought him back.
Yeah. Favorite scene though? I think anything with Spider-Man when he's just doing some detective shit, dude. Like, he's so good when he finally gets into the subway and he learns about all that, as well as like him even learning how to beat Electro himself was just really cool. It shows like how smart he actually is. And then I think, dude, Electro, the fights with Electro are so cool. I also really like the scene where Electro kills that guy and then brings him back to life.
Yeah.
He kills him and then he's like, okay, and then he like brings him back to life. That was really
Crazy.
Yeah.
that was really
Yeah.
cool. So I think anything though with Andrew Garfield like doing all his like detective shit, that was cool. If I actually glad I kind of watched these two again, because honestly, like I hadn't seen Spider-Man 2 fully in a good minute, and they made the Spider-Man 2 I know I've seen fully recently, but being able to compare them was kind of cool. So and I'm actually the opposite. I'm gonna put Amazing Spider-Man at an 8.1, and I'm gonna put Spider-Man 2 at a 7.9.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So my favorite part was the same as Nick's when Gwen Stacy is falling, and I just thought it was cool when like that part happens and then Spider-Man just like kind of like pushes himself down to like go even faster and then he shoots it. Just great way to shoot that scene. How it goes slow, like Drew was saying, and then it ends quick.
Mhm.
So that for sure was my favorite one. But for my rating for Spider-Man 2, Toby, I'm gonna give it an 8.7. I really like that movie. I love the villain, even though it does feel dated. My score used to be higher, but watching it again, I definitely gone lower. And then my second one for The Amazing Spider-Man, I would say that one's at an 8.3. I really like both of these movies. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. That was a homework, boys. Hopefully it keeps the hype train going for
Oh,
Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude,
right?
I'm so
We got
blue-balled even more now.
T-minus something
Terrible.
like 15, 16 days
Oh,
or
I'm
something
so
like
excited,
that. Maybe
man.
17,
I'm
more
so
or less.
excited.
But we're getting closer and closer. We all already pretty much. Did you guys get your tickets? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Angel got
Yeah.
yours?
Yeah.
I got mine too. You guys got
Yeah.
yours. So we all got our tickets. We're very excited.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
woohoo, it's gonna be sick.
When is
Nice.
the first showing ever released
Shout out
besides the
to
UK?
Joe Shayla.
The one in the UK?
Besides the UK, the one
I'm
like
not
here.
sure.
1 p.m. our time,
But just
but
stay off
that's
social
in
media,
New
guys.
York.
1 p.m. So 3
3
p.m.
p.m.
over
there, yeah.
Okay, so we'll watch it within like 2 hours of like American. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because like I just don't plan on using my phone.
No,
or anything.
yeah, I'm
like,
not gonna use my phone
Yeah.
that whole
I'm just
day.
muting
Or
all these
or
words.
even when the lads get it.
Social
Though. The
media.
lads are getting it on the 15th.
That's why I'm muting
So
all
for
things
those
Spider-Man.
2 days, man,
Social
I'm
media. I'm just gonna.
I'm off the grid. I'm off the
But
grid.
anyways,
TikTok too.
we get
yeah.
more and more excited for that. So something more to look forward to.
Mhm.
But speaking of things to
More
look
fuel for the
forward
hype
to.
train.
we have something that we're going to be keeping up with now. Once again, now that we have an interesting series that we can start watching again.
And it's appropriate during the time.
Hawkeye recently just came out by Marvel Studios. It's on Disney Plus. Episodes 1 and 2 are currently out. The full, it has a full focused theme on Christmas. It's all around Hawkeye, though, and Hawkeye and his little chick. What's her name again?
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop. That's right. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into this one. Let's go ahead and go spoiler free again, because it is brand new, more or less. Yeah, technically, yeah. And again, it's gonna be episodes 1 and 2. Let's start with episode 1. Starting off, how do you guys feel about this show? Just like basic general feel about the show.
All right.
From episode 1.
Adore the Christmas vibes.
Yes.
I really do.
Spoiler free.
But it's not what I expected. I will say that.
Yeah,
at the moment, it's
at the moment, it could change, but like kind of not what I expected from these first 2 episodes.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I had a feeling there was going to be a specific part of Hawkeye's past that was going to haunt him. And that part kind of turned to be true, but I wasn't necessarily sure where Kate Bishop came in. I felt like it was very her-centric for a second. Like, she was the center, of the story, and she's good. But like, kind of like a weird ordeal with the family that I wasn't expecting. So, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this is necessarily like a passing of the torch type of deal with Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. I'm not too sure. One thing that I'm really looking forward to is I think Yelena is confirmed for 4 episodes.
Oh,
we
really?
haven't seen her in the first 2, so I don't
Whoa,
know.
what, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm in.
So, I'm down for that, because we all know the ending to Black Widow with her. And,
yeah.
But I guess, I don't really want to say it's nothing that I was expecting, because I honestly didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how they were going to incorporate Haley Steinfeld with Hawkeye and what was going on. So I guess I'm just kind of like in a flow right now, seeing where it goes.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
No, so far I do like the vibes, obviously, with the season.
Immaculate.
For a reason, all that stuff. But I'm in the same boat though, as in like I'm hoping we get a more focus on Hawkeye these next coming episodes. I don't mind the Kate Bishop, because I know that we have to know her story and everything.
Yeah.
But like I was expecting a more 60-40 type of deal, 60% Hawkeye and 40% Kate Bishop.
Yeah, that's how I was.
But I feel like it's flip flop.
Expecting. Yeah.
And
like currently it feels like 70% Hawkeye. No, 70% Kate Bishop's, 30% Hawkeye.
And do you want to know why I have a problem with it? It's not like anything like annoying. It's just like I feel like he's always like the forgotten like Avenger, like the Avenger that gets like shoved under the rug.
Yeah.
And now that he got his own show, he could be that again.
I don't think that at all, though, because I think he's more or less like the steady Avenger. Because the best line for me that always represents him is, "I'm gone for 5 minutes and turns to shit." Like when he said the Civil War. And I feel as though he's always that, like, I just want to be with my family, but I gotta come back into action. Then I retire. Then I come back into action. So I feel as though that's him, and his character who he is right now. Because for those of you that don't know, Jeremy Renner almost quit the Avengers after the first one. He didn't like the fact that he switched sides in the first one with Loki for that little bit. But I think it's gonna be okay. I just think right now they're also trying to introduce a new character with Haley Steinfeld, so I think they're trying to do as much as they can. Because I'm sure when Yelena comes in, it's going to be more of a deal with Hawkeye.
Be like,
no, there's no way that Kate Bishop keeps up with her.
And one more question before we dive right into spoilers, since there is a lot to talk about spoiler-wise, because, again, it's a very kind of...
There's a lot to unpack.
Heavy, it's weird. There is a lot, like, right off the bat, and almost every 10 minutes, there's, like, a lot going on.
Yeah.
That is, I would consider spoilers. So, I don't want to dive too deep into that. But last thing before we, get into spoilers, and, this is something we do see a lot of in the trailer. How do you guys feel about Rogers the Musical? How did you guys? What did you guys think? Because
I'm glad that they like made fun of it.
I could do this all day.
Dude, I don't know why, but I was insulted the last time.
Yeah, I was too. Like they belittled like one of the coolest things we got to see.
That was his line. I can do this all day was his line.
But it's like
I felt disrespected. I was like,
but it's like with that line though, I was just disrespected because it's
Man.
like that means so much, dude.
know,
From
but-
really good.
the first Avenger, Captain America, to Civil War,
to
dude,
Winter
fighting
Soldier.
Iron Man,
And
to
then even
Winter
his,
Soldier,
the
fighting
time
his boy.
he doesn't say it in they make it as a joke in Endgame, but he doesn't say it, but he quietly says it when Thanos just beats the shit out of him, picks up the torn shield, puts it back on him. That was his silent, I can do this all day.
Yeah, and they just
But that's why I like that.
And then he went.
Yeah, and then he's like, I can do this all day. Okay, so,
Dude.
but I like how they represented Hawkeye in that one, because he's like, man, y'all weren't even there. Like, this is a joke. Like, this whole thing is a fucking joke. And then he sees Nat.
And it's like that guy wasn't even there.
Yeah.
And like Ant-Man's in it.
Yeah, it's
Ant-Man's in
like
it. Yeah, dude.
But anyways,
That's
all right.
funny.
So that's gonna be it for the spoiler-free version. Now, at this point, if you haven't seen the show, go and watch it. What are you doing? They're really not that long, about 43 minutes more or less.
I'm assuming they're gonna get shorter too, because
Uh,
they've been doing that lately with these shows.
More or less. I
Yeah.
guess we'll see what ends up happening. We saw how many episodes is this going to be in total? You
I
guys
think
know?
8.
Eight episodes in total.
I think.
So we
for
still
sure.
have 6 more to go. But yeah, go ahead and watch them and check back in because we're going to talk about spoilers at this point.
That's right.
So this is your final spoiler
Spoiler.
warning for
Get outta here.
Hawkeye
Get back.
episode 1 and 2.
Right.
But
Get back.
alrighty, so we get to let's go ahead and talk about Kate Bishop a little bit because I mean obviously we
I
get
mean,
to
it's about her.
Can I say
Okay,
it right?
Bishop.
Can I? I'm gonna say it. So her stepdad killed what's his nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, yeah, that's what I
Right.
feel.
Like easily.
But-
that guy's a bad guy.
Also,
With the Ronin
so
sword.
one
Dude, I
thing
saw the
brought up-
mustache and I was like, this guy's a bad guy.
Yeah,
One thing
this
I
guy's
brought
a
up
bad
with
guy.
Nick was like, how sick was that intro though with Kate Bishop in the beginning where her dad like goes to the office and then it's like blown apart and she sees Hawkeye like jumping off.
No,
the
yeah,
building.
that was cool.
I thought that was
was
really
sick.
cool.
I
thought
actually
that was
really
cool.
appreciated
That was a great start to
watching
her, I
that
feel
in a
like.
different perspective.
Yeah,
I thought
for
that was
sure.
cool. That was
You know?
dope.
Yeah.
We
That
get a
was a
lot
cool
of that.
opening scene. I'm like, oh, dude, yeah.
We also
Hawkeye
get
is cool.
we also get a taste of her sick archery skills with that bell tower that she completely destroys.
Yeah,
pretty
kind of a
much.
cool scene.
But
Yeah.
like great shot, you know.
Yeah.
Like, what a hell of
As
a
well
shot!
as-
Just
Especially
an
the way it
ace.
like went around.
I mean, I
Face
guess her
Kate
family
Bishop.
is just that loaded because if that was me, my dad would be like, dude, you're gonna serve a little bit of time because you
Yeah.
can't be.
Yes, him.
You're about to serve some time here. They're like, ah,
Yeah.
yeah, you broke a clock tower,
Yeah,
honey.
that-
Yeah,
I'm gonna
not just
pay
a
for
bell,
it.
but the
no
clock
more,
too.
no more phone.
That could have
privileges.
possibly killed
No
people.
more credit cards.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cancel all your
Yeah,
credit
and,
cards,
like,
Kate.
Yeah, and like then I think the mom says
No more
something. It's
Gucci
like,
for a week.
because like there's always something gonna happen if you're too rich or if you're too talented, and you just have both. So you're just double fucked. And like,
Like, wow,
like
that's such a
okay,
shitty
yeah,
situation.
you really got her. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's discipline.
And also another thing that we see a lot of in this movie is we see a lot
Dude,
of the
I
New
think the mom
Yorkers.
is dumb. Sorry.
Yeah, go
Sorry,
for
dude.
it.
And I like her as an actor in a lot of other
I do
things.
too. I
Yeah.
do too. But she's
Like the
playing
Conjuring
such
movies.
the dumb
Yeah,
mom
Many
with
Saints in
blinders
Newark.
on. I was like,
Hmm.
can't you see this guy's an evil villain?
Yeah.
Love- From Spain, I think. I
She's
don't even know where the hell
but
this
she's
guy's
sussy
from.
too. Like I don't know. She has.
She's
something-
got
Yeah,
some
I know.
sussy
Yeah.
qualities.
Something
Yeah,
going
no,
on,
I
you
think
know?
she's in
So
or like the same kind of bag as this guy.
Yeah, because
there's
remember she was
definitely-
arguing with him.
Yeah,
like,
with
at
the
beginning?
stepdad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
With this, and also because that guy, I've only seen that guy in one other
With the
thing,
dad?
and he's in Better Call Saul,
stepdad.
which is the prequel to
Stepdad.
Breaking Bad, and he's just a fucking piece of shit in that one. So like,
That guy just plays a piece of shit.
so
Yeah.
He looks like a piece of shit.
But the one thing that like stood out, I was telling Nick about this. There's a couple things. There's one scene where they're walking through like New York, and you see the naked cowboy from the original Spider-Man's like on the street playing and all that. I thought that was pretty
In
cool.
Times
like,
Square, yeah.
like a little small like Easter egg kind of like thing.
Mm.
As well as like one of the things earlier. You know how that dude has the butterscotch?
Yeah.
Did y'all know that like Zemo had that in?
Oh really?
Oh.
Dude, Dom pointed that out to me, and I was
That
like,
might be the same
Was it the
kinda-
same one?
It was because remember when Zemo's trying to get information to the kids and he's like butterscotch. He's like it's a delight here.
Oh
He
yeah,
gives
that's
it to
right.
the
Yeah,
kids.
in the
And
middle of
then
the
that
square.
guy has butterscotch too, so I'm like,
Whoa.
hmm.
Is he in cahoots?
Well, Zemo's in
Because it's probably
Wakanda.
like-
Kevin
so...
Feige hates butterscotch confirmed. He's just like using that
Well,
for all the
Zemo's
just,
enemies.
just
Yeah,
a bad
so-
name for butterscotch now.
Yeah, only villains use butterscotch. They only use butterscotch. They only eat it. That's it. But no, I was kind of like locked in on how that sword is a retractable
Retractable?
one. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I
It's
didn't
like,
know
how
that
does
either.
that happen?
And also, did we see that in Endgame? I don't
No.
think so, right?
No.
He puts it on his
He put it
back.
on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So if it's
Maybe
if it goes like that, like a lightsaber, or the plastic ones, the plastic lightsabers that you get at Walmart.
Into each other.
Why wouldn't he just put it like? Whoop?
Maybe it didn't do that yet. Maybe during that time, it wasn't.
Yeah, it
That's
could
sort
be.
of sick though. Like once he did,
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
I would like to see him fight with it later on.
Like, let's be real. Like, if you're gonna have a samurai sword kind of like that, I'd rather you be able to like put it in the holster. That looks a lot cooler when you bring it out than you just like lightsaber it. You know? Like,
Because
like,
if
doesn't
you
even
retract
glow.
the bullet, yeah, that's why, and it's not a lightsaber. You're like,
it like doesn't even glow. It's like
it's not a lightsaber.
it
like,
doesn't
that's-
even glow.
yeah,
That
no,
thing
it's
doesn't even glow, you
It doesn't even
idiot.
glow, you
Yeah.
moron, and he cuts me in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am excited though for this season. Like,
I also-
it's still kind of like I don't know what's going on, which I like to be.
I also really enjoy like the fact that we're seeing a lot more of like I mean we did see a little bit of it in Endgame with Hulk when they were like the kids and they're like you're Hulk, you know. But in this one we see a lot of like you know the Hawkeye and his family go to a Chinese dinner and like they're about to pay and the guy's like no like it's okay. He's like what why? He's like you saved us all, you know. He's like thank you, you know.
As
That's
well
my
as
thing.
killed
Yeah, no,
a
and
lot
it's
of
So like
like-
we see a lot of that even you know like in the
Like-
bathroom when he goes after he reads Thanos' right.
But he's
Oh,
like
yeah.
kind of. But it's like kind of cool though, because it seems like he doesn't really want that treatment.
No, yeah, and you know like that's the
he
thing
doesn't
about
want
it.
it at all.
Compared to Hulk, like he's the guy. Like, he's very almost
Freaking Hulk
annoyed.
is like,
You know, he's
yeah.
like,
Hulk,
what the fuck?
yeah.
He's almost the guy that's like,
smash.
he's literally a soldier. He's like, well, I did it because it's my job. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Not to
yeah,
save
yeah.
you guys, like I did it because
What does he say?
that's what
Yeah,
I
no,
do. You know,
yeah.
like.
And then there
So
you have that
it's interesting,
weirdo
like,
that was
He's
like
like, "You wanna
checking
picture
out
me?
his
I'm Ant-Man."
wang.
Yeah, no,
Like, can I get a
Stand up
picture?
right next to him.
Yeah, bro. There's
He's like,
so
now's not a great
there's
time.
like the worst
Nah.
type of
Take
people in the
the
world.
damn
You have like murderers and like people that do horrific crimes, and then you have people that like
Pushy
sit
bastards
right
like them.
next to you and or stand right next to you in the urinal right next to you. They're in the same category in the Venn
No,
diagram.
and like
There.
they made
Not
it
even
very
space,
clear
dude, like,
that it
right
was
next to
like
him.
there was like 30
five.
other ones.
Yeah.
There was like 30
And
other
you could
ones, and he
tell
could have went to a
the
different
second
one.
he stood next to him too, Hawkeye goes. He's just like nodding his head.
There is an
He's
exception
like,
to the
dude,
rule
he
though.
doesn't
If it's
stop.
packed, you go.
Oh, if it's packed, you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Bro, if it was
they
packed
made it
and you
very
guys needed
apparent
to,
that
you
it's like
come in
this
with me.
wasn't packed.
Yeah.
It was just them.
We
So
would share it, maybe.
We'd share
I,
it.
I love
Yeah.
the little details like that.
Cross
dude.
swords, really.
You know, little stuff like that was awesome.
And there's
Yeah.
a lot of really cool. I mean, like, dude, that scene as well where he reads on the urinal. It says Thanos is right. I mean, like, Thanos
Damn.
is so impactful for Hawkeye and many different reasons. One, it took his family from him. Two, it took Nat from him. And then three, he went on this massive killing spree, like against the Yakuza and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Like taking down different mobs and shit.
It's actually kind of sick that he still like did that though. He's like,
Yeah.
dude, this guy was just fighting off like.
And he
crime
kind of
families
like got
by
away
himself.
with it too because like
did, 'cause
they
there's nothing
because like they
wrong
just
with
thought it was like a guy in a mask.
Yeah, and also on a side
Yeah.
note, on the second episode, how sketch is the mom to like your own daughter like just took down a clock tower, right? Just like a few weeks ago. And now her whole apartment just went up in flames and like you're not going to make a big deal out of it. Like
Yeah,
she
like,
kind of brought it
she-
up once
she
or
just doesn't
twice.
even bat an
But
eye.
she wasn't like, "Dude, your place is gone. Like what the hell are you, what are
Yeah.
we doing, you know?"
And
She
I don't
didn't
know.
even care. Like it was just like,
Yeah.
"Alright, whatever," you know.
I
like,
don't
"Alright,
know
your
if they
place
were
is
trying to
gone."
chalk that as like you've already like I know you're irresponsible already, and we had the parent talk about the bell tower, so like I'm just not going to address it. But
Yeah, but
then-
like your
Plus, I
place
feel like
is
she's like
burned,
pretty old.
you know.
I
I
think-
think she's like
And-
22.
I
Yeah.
think the mom is
That was a sick
definitely in on
apartment.
That was
something.
a sick.
Yeah,
I was also
studio.
gonna say too, as well as I don't know if this is like really like it's not a big deal at all or anything, but I do appreciate it. They do a lot of angle shots where they show them actually typing on the phone and doing that. I'm glad
yeah.
like they actually showed them typing and doing
yeah,
shit.
what they're saying.
Because there's sometimes where like you're like, what the fuck was that? Like you know that dude didn't type out that whole. He was like, and that whole sentence is gone. They're actually showing them typing and shit using apps and shit. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I think they're paying attention to a lot of detail.
But so last question before we get onto our yay or nay. What are you guys looking forward to in seeing this,
Yelena.
this show?
Yelena.
Give me Yelena.
Yelena.
I don't give
What's
a
your
fuck
number
about no
one?
one else.
Yeah, you want to see
Yelena.
number one, Yelena? You want to see?
Yelena.
Well, yeah,
number
My
especially
ex-girlfriend.
since the
Maybe the
end
Russian
of,
big guy. What's his nuts?
Hopper?
Red Star.
Wait, Guardian.
Red Star.
Red Guardian.
I
Red
want to
Guardian.
see
Red
more
Guardian.
of Yelena and less of the tracksuit mafia because they were lame. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
they
thought they were
really
funny
lame.
at first, but they got older
They're
real quick.
really lame.
Yeah.
Well, because they're
And then
they're
still like,
introduced
bro,
Echo.
come on, bro.
Yeah,
That's
no,
like,
oh yeah, that
shut
was cringe.
up.
Because
That was-
they work for Echo, so I don't know. I think Echo is the main villain in this.
Is that the girl? That
Yeah.
we see in
Oh
the
wait,
door?
here.
And she's deaf, right?
Question.
Is she?
Yeah, no, I think she is.
Maybe.
Is she deaf?
Question. Do you guys think we'll see any other superheroes popping out here? Because we're in
Besides
the Big
Echo.
Apple. Who else is in the Big Apple?
Oh.
Oh, it's me, Spider-Man.
There's also big talks that Daredevil is
Ooh,
set
Daredevil?
to make some sort of an appearance as well.
That'd be
I
dope.
don't know.
I'd be okay
Moon
with
Knight?
that.
Big pool.
It
Moon Knight
kind of
as
walks
well.
around these parts. We got
Man, like
show
it'll never
coming out.
happen, but if there was a way
Punisher?
they could bring back John Berthnell's Punisher, holy shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
I the only thing I hope to see a little
don't
bit
stop
more
believing.
is
Yeah.
a little bit more focus on maybe just like Black Widow, like their kind of chemistry, the stuff that they have going on, and him
Mhm.
like really getting over the death.
It's because
And then because clearly based on the show, he's not fully over it.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
for
He's
sure.
not
And,
So
like,
that's what I want to see a little bit.
I
more
really
of him getting over it.
do want to see a lot, kind of more of like that side, and a lot less of Kate Bishop. But like that's not to say that I didn't appreciate her. I thought she was really good.
I
She's
actually
cool,
like
but
their
I love
dynamic.
Hawkeye.
though.
Yeah, no,
I wanna see more
and like
Hawkeye.
I like
them.
their dynamic, but I would like to see a little more of our
I mean,
boy.
She's an interesting character
Yeah,
too. but-
yeah, no, yeah.
The direction's
don't get
so
me
weird
wrong.
'cause-
She can fight. She
I
can,
mean, we have 6 more episodes of this, so Yelena is confirmed for 4. So how is she even going to be introduced? Is she just going to kind of be on Hawkeye's tail? Is she going to like watch them? Is she going to help him at some point? Because
That would be
Hawkeye's
cool
not
that
the
they,
bad
like,
guy.
But he's so
resolve
good in
that.
this, though. You have to admit, especially like my favorite scene so far is that whole LARPing scene where he goes in and he like gets his Ronin suit back. Dude,
Yeah.
I love that. Like seeing Jeremy Renner in that whole entire scene was like top notch. It was
Yeah.
perfect, dude.
How cool is it?
Whereas
when
Dude's
he
just
he-
like,
hated
I
to
don't
be there.
care. He's like, I just want
Yeah.
my suit. Dude.
Yeah.
I really liked
Yeah.
it
He's like,
when
dude, let me kill you.
when he's watching
I
the
thought that was funny.
he's watching the guy throw the Molotov and he punches the window and grabs it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he, punches
such
it,
a
and,
cool
and he
scene.
throws it
Yeah.
back. I was like, dude, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But alrighty, so we're very excited to see a little bit more and more of that show. It's gonna come out. What days does it come out? Wednesdays, right, or Tuesdays?
I think super early Wednesday morning. right?
Wednesday morning. So
Yeah.
Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Basically, that's when it comes out. So we're gonna be definitely keeping up with that show. So
For
make
sure.
sure you keep up with it with us. Go ahead and watch every episode because we're gonna talk about it every week until
Absolutely.
it's over. So very excited to see more, and especially with all those Christmas vibes, dude. Perfect show
I
for right
know,
now.
Yes,
Perfect.
absolutely.
But alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the yay or nay semi-rapid fire because we don't have a lot of time, but we have a lot to talk about. So let's get right into it. Starting with Spider-Man: No Way Home tickets are officially on sale. They went on sale actually last night, and we all actually got our tickets. Luckily enough,
Not
Interestingly
the same
enough,
showing,
the-
but
yeah,
That's
but-
alright.
I know.
but
That's
the
right.
theaters, yeah, we'll probably all watch it together afterwards. Anyway.
I'm down
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
'Cause
no,
I do
like I'm
wanna
gonna watch
see it all
this
together,
multiple
that'd be
times.
sick.
So.
Okay.
But
Whoa,
But anyways,
that's
so it did
Yo,
came
Dom
out.
Sus.
It did, open up last night. So we were all trying, and our theaters here in town did something interesting. They limited 2 tickets per person
That's smart.
for the showings, which is
Yeah, that's
awesome.
smart.
It's limiting scalpers and like other people that are kind of like holding on to tickets and stuff like that.
But there's
really
still
nice.
scalpers all over the country.
Exactly, of
Yeah.
course.
And they're
so-
trying to sell these tickets for thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
But I'm also very glad
It's
at
a
least
joke.
somebody's trying to stop. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
I know,
here in
yeah.
town, at least, to
Yeah.
save us, like that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I know.
So,
That's awesome to see.
Other, all the way around, like other towns here.
I mean,
in the
it
US and
shifted our
stuff,
game
do the
plan
same
a
thing.
little bit because for those of you that don't know, we are a group that will like take a whole row of
We would take a
seats.
whole
Yeah,
we'll
like,
have like
of course.
10 people go one
like,
time. We couldn't do
like
that
10
this time.
plus.
And you know what? I don't mind it. I guess I don't mind it because that would mean that there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna buy tickets, and you're buying them in advance, so some people might not even show up.
Yeah, of course.
So I guess that's good. Two person is fine. And I think if it's not that big of a deal for some people, then they'll just go later. So
Yeah, and interestingly enough, last night, so for those of you who don't know, every app like our here we go to Cinemark. Cinemark was down.
Yeah.
Fandango was down as well. A lot of other websites that were selling tickets for the movie were completely down for at least an hour or two.
yeah.
So it was very interesting to
I-
see that.
I
And
think-
people were lined up outside of our theater. And here's a picture
Town
up.
or main theater. Yeah.
Here's a picture up right now of that. Because I have the picture of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy, dude. Crazy the fact that like even though it went down, people like ran to the theater to
Yeah.
get their tickets.
Yeah.
Like,
I did.
That's
and
how
it was
people-
closed.
That's
That's
old
how-
school vibes, dude. I love that.
Old
That's how
school.
that's how intense people are about this
And,
movie.
I mean,
so.
and let's be honest,
a
like we're
huge deal.
getting people from all over the generation going.
Yeah,
to the
everybody.
We're getting Tobey
Everybody's
Maguire's
excited.
generation like wanting to watch it.
Mhm.
Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield. You're getting people that don't even care, that think it's just gonna be a good movie and they want to see it.
Yeah, of course. People just
So
love
it's-
Spider-Man, dude.
It's a flood, yeah. It's a flood. I mean, it was awesome. It was good to see, but it was
little
definitely
scary.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was, dude. I was
scary.
low key freaking out. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to see it until like the Monday after. Like, there's
I
no
know.
way. But
Yeah, and I actually think Cinemark on their own like close their site for a bit because I think they just had too much traffic. They like even for other movies that you like people didn't even want to like buy for Spider-Man, they probably couldn't even buy those.
Oh yeah, for real.
But all right, so and what are we gonna give it? I want to say meh. Like it's kind of sad that
It's meh.
that we
For me,
weren't able to.
it's meh.
It's
Yeah.
difficult, but at the same time, it's kind of.
I'm gonna give
Yay,
it a meh.
'cause-
Yay for the amount of traffic.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
It looks
Yeah,
good.
right, 'cause
But
it
meh
looks like
for
the hype
Yeah.
is real for this movie. The hype is real.
I would definitely want to see the comparison between that one and Endgame because Endgame I feel as though was very smooth, very.
It wasn't even ever as bad.
Yeah,
Like,
and then this
it
one was just very
crazy.
chaotic. I mean, it is Christmas time as well.
Chaotic.
Yeah,
There was
so-
like a countdown for the Endgame one though.
Yeah.
That's also true.
Like right, like I felt like it was more
No,
organized.
because I think we got him at school. Like,
I think we got Infinity War at school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I remember us being in,
One of
in
them, yeah.
that building though.
mhm.
Yeah.
But all right, kind of meds all around. But
Yeah.
next, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the fact that there was some news recently that they who did they ask? I don't know who they
It
asked.
was the fight coordinator for Shang-Chi.
Okay, yeah, it was the Shang-Chi fight coordinator, Andy Cheng. He went on to say that Spider-Man would lose to Shang-Chi in a fight. So the reason why apparently that he believes that he would lose is because Spidey would lose because in the comics Shang-Chi is his master. He's the one that teaches him how to fight, how to do all sorts of stuff. So basically his reasoning is you can't beat the master. The student respects the master at all costs.
Is that this case
So-
in this universe? No. Shut up.
So that's
Ooh.
but that's what he believes. He believes that
I
Spider-Man
think
would beat
after-
Shang-Chi.
All right,
After
so MCU, Shang-Chi versus MCU Spider-Man. Who wins?
I gotta give it to Shang-Chi, dude. I don't
I
know.
say
He's got the fight.
I think
Shang-Chi.
hand to
Fighting skill.
hand, and especially if he's
If-
got the rings.
If
Yeah,
If
Spidey's
he's got the
not
rings too,
if-
it's over.
if
Just-
Spidey's not in the Iron Spider suit, then
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd take
that's
it.
true.
I think
That's true.
Tom Holland Spidey takes him if he's got the Iron Spidey suit.
Yeah.
But I also feel like Tom Holland Spider-Man is resourceful enough to know, to find out a way to beat him.
Without the Iron Spidey suit?
Yeah.
Damn,
He
okay.
beat Vulture.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That's true. But I don't know. Shang-Chi with the rings?
With
I'm
the
gonna
rings,
say-
That's
yeah,
a...
I'm
that's
gonna
a
say-
It's tough.
I'm gonna
It's
say
pretty-
yay.
it's pretty-
I'm gonna say
it's
yay
pretty
because I feel
strong.
like
Yeah.
Shang-Chi would just kick his ass. He's
Yeah,
got
no,
some
I
moves,
think this
dude.
one would. I think he would beat
Yeah.
him, yeah.
And I think
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it would
yeah.
also depend on how far Tom Holland's Peter Tangle
Mhm.
is
You
working
gonna
for
go
him.
yay or nay?
Because
Yeah, and like, that's the
I'm
biggest
gonna
thing.
give this
dude.
an
He doesn't have
A.
a
Like
Spidey
I
suit.
hate these hypotheticals, man. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, they haven't even been like near each other, fighting with each other. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
everybody had the hypothetical of who would win, Iron Man or Captain America, and we got to see it like on the big screen. But I mean, this is just like this is so out of left field for me. I wouldn't want to do that. It's kind of like when people say like who would win, Captain America or Batman, in just hand-to-hand combat. I'm like, who cares?
Yeah,
Like,
but like, they're like pretty dumb to like bring up, but like they're fun to talk about.
Yeah, no,
But it's like,
I don't like the traction, like not the traction, the friction it gets, like because then people start like saying things, and I'm like, man. Also, we've seen Tom Holland now for 3 movies. I've only seen Shang-Chi once, so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I think Shang-Chi would take it only if Tom Holland Spidey didn't have the Iron Spidey suit. That's why I say it's a meh, because it's very situational.
That's
It's
why
super situational.
I also think
Yeah,
I
no,
also
that's
think his Spidey sense is like into top shape, kind of like how it was in Far From Home. I think it'd be a lot closer to people.
Oh,
think.
yeah, we're really tapped into it.
yeah,
But-
that's true, yeah.
But all right, so next we're gonna go ahead and talk about the fact that the Book of Boba Fett has confirmed to have a total of 7 episodes for season 1.
I'm so hyped for this.
So I'm gonna say yay, dude! Excited.
Yeah.
Season
Okay, yeah.
episodes not super long, not super short either.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
It
think
seems like
Mando's
this is,
what 8 to 9.
8 to 9.
So
this
Yeah.
is
is
kind
seven.
of the standard between 7 to like 10 more or less. So
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yay,
I
dude.
also heard that I don't know if we're gonna get the little Trandoshan boy, Bosk. Hopefully, Bosk makes an appearance.
Yeah,
I mean,
that'd be
nobody's
nice.
seen him since.
I can't stand Bosk in Battlefront 2.
I can't
I
either.
hate him.
I
can't
can't
Battlefront
stand
2.
it either.
But he is a
But,
good
yeah.
hunter though.
Yeah.
But yays all around.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yay.
yay on this, but I
Yay.
have a little. I feel like I'm cheating on the Mandalorian.
Why?
Cause like I haven't seen it in a while, but like there's
Yeah.
this new girl like in town, and
Ooh,
you're like-
Book of Boba.
No,
How
is
you
she-
doing?
is she new
Plus she has some new...
There's the old flame in town, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Well, maybe
Yeah.
that's what Mando
Yeah.
gets for not being around. You know.
It's
I
an-
know.
Yeah.
It's
We
an
need
old
attention,
flame
okay?
with a makeover too. 'Cause,
I know.
the old flame's got some new.
He's
paints.
looking very
Yeah.
handsome.
I know.
And he's sticky boy.
He is sticky boy.
As well as
Yeah.
let's be real, Fennec. She's right now, in my opinion, she's the best girl.
I think it's funny that
For,
we're...
like that came out in Mando and all that.
But I think it's funny that
She's
we're...
sick.
sexualizing Boba Fett.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, I just want to
He's
slap
hot.
his
What
Because
do
titty.
you
he's
do?
high, he's very handsome.
And then,
Motherfucking Boba Fett.
by the way,
That's-
also, I heard that, real quick, I think the Rangers of the Republic has now been canceled.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, and I heard that they're
wow.
going to try and just incorporate them somehow in Mandalorian 3.
Okay.
That's kinda sad.
I hate that.
It is kind of
I don't know what or who the Rangers are.
It was supposed to be with Gina Carano.
Yeah, but then
Alright,
after all that happened where they
Yeah.
like, canceled it.
Yeah, no, that's alright.
But there was like a
Okay.
whole like I think it was supposed to be like like a squadron of like rebels, like the kind of like the X-wings and all that came in Mandalorian. It's kind of supposed to be about that.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'm okay then.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But alright, so next we're going to go ahead and talk about the fact that a man in North Korea, this is an interesting issue, kind of a sad one, more or less, but this just goes to show the craze for Squid Games in particular. So there was a man in North Korea that was reportedly sentenced to death because of the fact that he smuggled several copies of the hit show, Netflix's hit show, Squid Games, into the country on USB drives and SD cards, basically passing around all of this Squid Games. So, and he's
And I
paying the
believe
price
that
for it,
people
so-
that watched it were sentenced to 5 years of hard labor too.
Dude, which is ridiculous. I'm not,
Jesus.
obviously this is a name.
Not
worth
Like,
it?
Yeah.
So
No,
sad
yeah,
to see.
no,
It's
it's not worth it.
kind
No,
of
it's not.
sad
That's
that they're that
terrible.
strict on their
Yeah.
media, but
I know.
that's just
That's
always the way
awful.
North
Well, that's
Korea's
literally
been.
coming from the same
so-
dude that outlawed leather trench coats so that no one else could have his look.
Yeah, which
So-
is
Yeah.
That's
freaking
why.
ridiculous.
You know what?
dude.
I'm gonna plant this flag in the ground for this podcast. We are an anti Kim Jong Un.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we've ever
Anti
Yeah, but just so that the
North
people know.
Korea.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
so that everyone.
Well, no, the
knows.
people aren't the worst. It's just that asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Government.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Kim
Nay,
Jong Un
Today's
stinks.
all
Nay.
gone. I
This
think
is,
everybody
let your
can
people
think
watch
of-
Squid Games.
Yeah.
Squid
Yeah.
Games.
Squid Game.
But alrighty, so next we're gonna go ahead and talk about the fact that Mario has kind of been confirmed by one of the producers. Again, the Mario movie, who is going to be voiced by Chris Pratt. It has been confirmed that he will not be throwing in an Italian accent. Thankfully,
Hard
I
name.
That's an A
don't
for
know.
me.
Really,
That's
you
an
think
A
he
for
should
me.
have done an Italian accent?
because like
Appropriate the fuck out of my culture.
it's just like the thing is that
Yes,
like
more.
this kind
What
of
is? What's Chris Pratt? What a
Not
honestly,
Italian.
All right.
He's definitely not Italian.
All right, so this was the other thing
Chris
that
Pratt.
producer said, that the voice that I think he's doing is phenomenal.
okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
all
just
right.
him.
So there's a
It's
voice.
a me,
But
Mario.
She said full on, the voice he's doing is phenomenal for the character.
So
Yeah.
is he
That's
is he
interesting.
gonna do like a light kind of Sopranos type?
No, because he's not doing an Italian
Yeah, he's kind of
accent.
Italian thing.
Yeah, but
so.
does that mean an Italian like accent from over there, or like a New York one, like kind of tougher?
Like freaking Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
I
But
don't know.
not
Pauly
not
Walnuts?
not
What if he
like
just sounds like himself?
Kind of.
I won't be mad if you
Yeah.
like the OG
It's a me,
like
Mario.
one, okay? Like the ha.
Yeah, like that one.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
That one.
Oh,
All I know is
Luigi,
that,
what you doing?
All I know is that like, man, if they like tried to like Americanize this and make it like weird, dude, what are you doing? Like
That's
this
what the
is-
first, Super Mario Brothers movie was. It was in New York.
Oh
and stuff.
yeah,
Like,
it was
Yeah.
rough though.
And it's like, man, let's like this is like got a massive cast and all that, but it's like I don't want Chris Pratt to sound like Star-Lord. Like I don't want him.
Yeah.
But I also-
Mario.
If he sounds like Chris Pratt, like I'll be genuinely disappointed.
Yeah,
I'll give this movie a 4.
Yeah, dude. He's. I don't know. He's definitely gotta like put a little spin on it for sure.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
wait,
say
you
meh, like
I'm gonna
just
go
we'll
meh
see
for
what
that. That's kind of
happens.
sketchy because I'm not gonna go nay because I haven't heard it. I'm not gonna go yay because like it's not Italian
Yeah,
accent.
exactly.
So this is meh.
I'm gonna say nay, but I do think it's funny that there's so much anticipation.
Yeah,
about
they're
that,
making a big
like,
deal
voice.
about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because honestly, like, I just really want to know what.
Because it doesn't have to make.
Did you
or
see
it doesn't have to be a
the-
big deal, but they're kind of making it. A
Yeah.
big deal,
Did you
though.
see the fake
Yeah.
sample where it was like a fake like
Oh,
sound
yeah.
wave and he was like
Yeah.
it was like his face and he's like you motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's the video like where he's like it was the
freaking
gabagool.
Yeah.
Alrighty. But our last little bit of yay or nay news that we have on here was the Jurassic World Dominion prologue trailer, which we just saw before the podcast. We see a lot of focus on, the dinosaurs basically roaming
With the
around
mosquito.
years and years
I
and
loved
years
it.
ago. And we see the mosquito that actually, yes,
65
sucked
million
the
year
blood
time
out of
jump.
the dinosaur.
I could have had like 2 more hours of that.
Yeah, and then we
Just
flash
that.
forward 65 million years later,
Biggest time
and
skip
we
of all
see
time.
a T-Rex just wreaking havoc, dude, on a drive-through theater, drive-in theater.
Drive-in.
Drive through.
Drive-through theater.
But,
Hey, can I get a movie?
but man, that T-Rex is just like flipping cars and screaming all over the place, and they miss a tranquilizer dart on him, and it goes through the windshield.
They almost kill a
Dude,
couple.
honestly, I'm gonna say yay. It looks exciting. I'm kind of interested in it.
Anything big monster is like pretty exciting.
Yeah,
So,
very nice to see the finale of this like Jurassic World trilogy.
I'm gonna go nay because I don't know like what is going on.
I'm gonna go yay, but I don't know how it's connected to like
Okay,
little
yeah.
clone children. And then isn't Alan from the first and
think he's
third one
making
in this
another-
one
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
with like Jeff Goldblum and
Everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
the
a little
cast, so
confused.
I'm
I just need to
confused.
watch and
What's
see
going
like what's
on?
happening.
All I know is that it's gonna involve the real world covered in regular dinosaurs, and I just don't think they're gonna focus on the clones anymore. I think this was just like a one story thing, and it was just like, all right, she's a clone, whatever. I don't think they're gonna focus on it too much, honestly.
I
I
guess.
don't-
I feel like it was
I
just
don't
like a
think they
small
will
side
either.
plot point, and it was just like, all right, you know what, she's a clone, all right.
Low key though,
Oh,
how
that's-
sick would it be
that's
if
nice.
like at any point like your house could get demolished by a T-Rex? Like
That would be terrifying. Dude, imagine Raptor just like, hey, going for your doggies.
no.
Hey, get out of here!
Sydney's outside, and there's a raptor.
Yeah, but okay,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
I'm gonna go yay for
Ten will
this.
be
That's
pissed.
the world.
Tenten would be
If I
so
pick up
pissed.
10 would just go.
You pick up that ten, and then there's just what's it called, the flying one, just fucking
He just picks her up.
takes
A
a
pterodactyl.
But can't carry her.
Pterodactyl, yeah.
But can't carry her,
'Cause
so
she's
then
so
it drops on
fat.
a tree.
He's too
I'm
heavy.
gonna go yay, but there was a scene in here that was nay. Man, the T-Rex picked a fight and got dummied on for like
Oh, yeah.
a minute. That's not cool. Like the T-Rex is supposed to be
Against
like,
something else. What the hell was that?
I don't know what
It's a
that
T-Rex
was.
type dinosaur.
But it's like, yo, the T-Rex is
The
supposed to be
Pokemon
like
motif.
like the apex
Charizard.
dinosaur,
See?
and then it's like I'm dead.
It was because he fought the Indominus
He
Rex.
did not fight the down.
Because he was like bing
Yeah.
bang.
Bing bang.
Indominus, I have cloak.
But I think because Semi's,
Cloak mode.
yays all around. Excited
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
a little bit more.
Mhm.
Semi nays. It's just
Yeah.
that way we can get a little bit more information
I
on
don't know
it.
what's going on.
But alrighty, so that's gonna be it for our yay or nay segment. Next, we're gonna go ahead and go with our gaming segment, kicking off with the Halo. Came out with Halo Infinite came out with a couple of new trailers. We saw the Carry On trailer as well as the last trailer where like they see a lot of the people, the generations and stuff like that fighting. But that Carry On trailer though, oh man, when he's turning around and just wreaking havoc on those brutes and stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Woo!
I think someone throws something at him like.
So hype.
A
As
spike
he's
grenade,
trying
and
to,
he
like-
chucks it at his ribs,
Yeah.
like underneath.
Oh my
And it
God.
ends with both him and the brute, like he's about to smash him with the grab hammer, but he's
Yeah.
about to like
Because he
straight knocks him
took
in
it
the
from
teeth.
him, dude. Because like as he was coming out, he took him with the grapple hook, picked up the gravity hammer. Shoo.
Yeah,
Dude, no, I'm so hyped for this game to like fully drop. Like the fact that they gave us this like little like bit of it this early was just awesome.
Yeah,
But,
no,
dude,
I'm very excited for the campaign now.
December's looking really nice, man.
I know.
What are you guys'
It's
thoughts
really
so far
December.
on the game? 2 weeks in.
Really good.
I'm still liking it a lot. I felt like the new Fiesta game mode is super fun.
I
like,
hate that one.
I actually really like it a lot.
Yeah, I love
I
it.
only like it because you can use like every gun. But I do hate when I see people spawn with a rocket launcher, and I don't spawn with a rocket launcher once.
Yeah.
So,
No,
That's,
that's
the reason
why
why
I
I hate
hate
it.
I've spawned with it like multiple times.
yeah,
And I
John
love
is
it.
exactly what.
Yeah.
There's one time that I got a sword and the rocket launcher.
I'd much rather play the normal
great.
game mode because I hate
I
that
like
one so
ranked.
much because then like they'll spawn me in with like a plasma pistol and a normal pistol.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
there are
Okay.
times where you get absolutely shafted.
and then
dude.
I die and then they spawn me in with a pulse carbine and like a fucking like Hydra or something.
There's a new
I'm like,
gun,
this is
right?
Stupid.
There's a
Wow.
new gun that they added,
They
or
added-
was that just a concept one?
Give me the old
A lot of
submachine
new
gun.
guns.
No,
The
no,
Disruptor,
like
the
the
dual weld, though.
Needler
Oh,
one.
dude, back
Like
in the
like
day.
I'm not talking about
Submachine
all the
gun
ones, like
dual-
a
But did you-
sniper or
dual,
nothing
like
like
But
that.
did you know that there's two swords? There's two
What?
versions of the sword. Yeah.
No.
So apparently,
Sword
there's
of Gryffindor.
no. There's a sword. There's an energy sword in the game that's called the
Excalibur?
Duelist sword. It's bluer. It's not as like light blue. It's kind of a darker blue.
Yeah.
And apparently, it has a slightly faster like swing rate.
Is this
Yeah.
in
And then-
which game mode?
This is in, I think, in campaign, but
Ah.
there is some words that it might bleed over into
Okay.
multiplayer once the game like fully comes out. And I mean, the game only comes out in a week. It's already coming out next week, so I'm really
Yeah.
excited. For
As
it.
well as,
Yeah. Coming out on the 8th.
I'm gonna get it when.
I really need an
I'm
update
really
on
hyped for that campaign.
on their
dude.
challenges.
Wait for
Like, are they
Christmas.
gonna fix the shit? Because I think they adjusted them, but they didn't fix them. I think they just put less in there. Because the first week when I finished them, it took me forever. This past week, I did it like quick. So now I need fucking 20 games just to level up once now, and I don't like to do that because I'm like tier 32 right now.
Mhm.
And I have no more time. I can't do shit. Like I almost just don't even like. I can't do anything. Like,
So hopefully they still work on the tier progressions like system, and make it more so it's like all right, like your in game like performance will dictate also how many points.
because apparently that's how the ranked works. Is like even if you lose in ranked, you can still go up. But if you have a really good game and you win in ranked, you go up a lot more.
It's like yo, just make it
Yeah.
like that, but like with
Yeah.
tiers.
This game is so good though. Like you have
Oh,
to get the
yeah.
mechanics of it. Like I feel like if you want to do something, you most likely can.
Yeah.
Like with the grapple hook. Like if you
Yeah.
want to grab the flag with it, you can. If you want to grab a gun with it, you can.
Just
yeah?
if you want to grapple onto someone,
if you wanna-
also can.
if you wanna
And
launch
we
you-
saw Nick do that like right before we started here. That was sick.
Yeah.
If you want to launch a gun with a grenade to somebody else, like you can too. You
Yeah.
know, like I love that.
Or
about this
like
game.
if like there's like grenades that are like by a domination point,
Mhm.
shoot those grenades and they
go
blow
off.
up those guys. Yeah,
you know, so
And
that's
it's like
super
that's
sick.
crazy. Like
I love the
things
little
you wouldn't
details
even think about.
that.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like
There's
you
a
just
lot of
think
cool
about to do it in
shit.
real life.
I
and it
mean,
would
like,
happen.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
like the other day, like I literally had a kill where the guy was coming after me with the gravity hammer. I missed with a sticky grenade and landed behind him, and then I repulsed him back to where I threw my sticky grenade and it blew up. And I was like, dude, that was fucking cool. Like
That's the thing that I like about this game a lot because it's just like there's a lot of different things that you can do, and that's where like a skill gap is created.
yeah,
Because people are being creative with the equipment that you're given, and I've seen people use that repulsor thing. Because me, like I was like, oh, like the only thing you can do is just wait for someone to get close to you and then push them away. Like what the hell? But I straight up saw someone on online like. Someone shot a rocket at him, and he literally
yeah.
sent the rocket back
Yeah.
to him
That's
with
Yeah, he
that.
bounced
I
it
did
back.
the same
like
thing
Captain America.
with the Wraith. There was a Wraith, and he shot that big fucking blast,
Cannon, yeah.
and I was just screaming, and I like tapped the thing, and I shot it back at the Wraith and blew up
That's
the Wraith.
What? Yeah, that's sick.
And I was like, as well as I one of my first clips ever was somebody threw a grenade at me and I repulsed it back to him and it blew him up. So I was like, wow, that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
What I like doing though is there's a map where up for Stronghold where a bee is like near the edge of a thing, and I literally just sometimes like I bait people and like I shoot at them and I run away and I hide. And when they come by, I repulse them off the edge. And while they're just looking at me, I'm just going up and down like that.
And just like
'Cause, like,
teabagging him from deep. Yeah.
But
yeah.
very excited to
But
see it
we
fully
are
come
enjoying
out. It's
that
already
game.
next week. The campaign's gonna come out. I'm
But-
definitely gonna get
But
it.
it's because
Very
but
hype.
like there's a thing about this game too that I think is really funny, is that there's people that are like talking about certain guns that are like, oh, like this gun is so good, but like play with it now because they're probably gonna give it a
Nerf
big ass
it.
kind of nerf. It's like no,
No.
that's just the way the game's played. There's guns that can kill you
This isn't Call
really
of Duty.
fast, but you got to use them right.
Mhm.
And
This
it's
isn't
like
Call of Duty.
all the guns are
Yeah, it's
are
like Call of Duty. There's
designed like that.
power weapons in this
Yeah,
game.
Yeah,
like,
there's
that's the way it
guns
works.
that are supposed to be better than the
There are
others,
some
but they
guns that are
spawn
fast.
a
of
lot,
course.
kind of,
Like, the
or
pulse
like the spawn
carbine-
rate's longer.
The pulse carbine and the plasma pistol are just ass.
Well, the plasma pistol is used to take down your shield
Yeah.
because if you
And-
charge it, then literally your next shot with a different gun is a one shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's-
that's like you have to hit them, so then you have to charge it and then hit them, and like all the time is just like
Exactly,
But it-
but
but
that's
it's
why
just the
it's a
role
must.
of the gun.
But
though.
it
Yeah.
still
It's
can
kinda
be
like the
used
disruptor.
effectively.
Like
just-
the
disruptor
disruptor
is useful,
three
though.
shot, it takes down their
that plasma
shield,
pistol.
and then you
Is,
go
I'd
for
rather
it.
just use like a regular gun, take out shield that way, because the disruptor is dope. Because I actually take out vehicles with that.
Yeah.
Because like if you shoot a vehicle, it'll like turn on this weird like energy thing, and then like they stop, and then I run up to them and I take it. But the plasma pistol and
You
pulse
can do that with the
carbine.
plasma pistol too.
Mhm.
You can EMP the
Yeah,
cars.
no, you can turn them
That
off.
was the main one.
But that gun sucks ass.
It's the same thing. It does the same
does the
thing.
same thing.
No, because
Yeah.
the
What do you
disruptor
mean?
even sets people on fire too and shit.
Yeah.
Plasma pistol, garbage. Pulse carbine, garbage.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So, last bit of gaming news. So, Activision has, recently they've been under flame for a lot of their sexual harassment, a lot of their stuff, a lot of their gross stuff that we hate to see in the gaming industry. Of course, it shouldn't be that way at all. You know, everybody should be treated equally. So finally, they've kind of implemented something after only changing the name of one of their Overwatch characters, you know, which, you know, literally did absolutely nothing. They've finally, in their workplace, they've put into place a workplace responsibility committee. And this is, again, in response to a lot of the harassment claims that have been going around. But this is something that should have happened months ago.
I know, months
Like,
ago.
let's be
But
honest,
also, like,
like-
I feel like these people at Blizzard are a bunch of douchebag idiots. And, like, I don't know why, but I feel like society and our culture has like, kind of just given them, like, a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like,
Yeah.
the shit that they were doing was pretty messed up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and
absolutely
then
gross, dude.
this just workplace responsibility thing.
Supposed to
Yeah,
make it
that's
all
a
better again.
yeah, like but it's just like that's something you should have done.
Yeah, but like that's
That
just
was- that's-
yeah, but
that's
that,
the
like
first
that's
step.
just another Band-Aid though, man. Like
yeah, of course. You know.
like someone's
There
got to
has to
really
be
take
some-
it to these guys, man.
there should that's a good step, obviously, but it's just I don't know. I feel like they need something more.
Yeah.
And it's
Need
interesting
some big
that
changes over there.
very interesting that you say that because both the CEO of PlayStation and the Nintendo president of America, you know, what's his name, Doug Bowser, both of them basically
That's
mentioned
sick.
the fact that like they were both like, yeah, they need to be taking more action.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice that at least other huge companies, you know, like people from PlayStation and Nintendo, are like seeing this go on and they're like, yeah, let's not do that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so at least we're seeing that fact of like other higher ups are like, all right, cool, this is what not to do. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So like, at least we have that to keep people safe.
Yeah.
But alrighty, so that's going to be pretty much it for the podcast. We've already pretty much covered everything that we needed to. Last but not least, we need this week's homework, which is
Ooh.
going to be
Johnny
from-
Senpai.
So John,
It's on
what's
the
going to be
books.
our homework?
Classes
this
in session.
week?
All right. So recently, we all watched the goated anime Cowboy Bebop, and recently they just dropped the live action show of Cowboy Bebop. So I want you guys to watch the first 4 episodes.
Okay.
Ooh,
And if you
how long are they?
and if you want to watch more, go for it. But
They're 50
they're like around 50.
to 45
they're
minutes.
pretty long.
Yeah.
How many episodes in total? Do you know?
The first one's 50 minutes, and then the next 3 after that are like 40 and then 39. But there's 10 episodes total.
Oh,
And
really?
if you guys want to watch more after that, by all means go for it, but just the first 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually really curious about this one.
Yeah, no, because they were, I don't know, kind of talking a big game about this one. They threw a budget at it too.
I mean, it's still number 7 on Netflix.
Some
so-
decent actors. It's top 10 in the country right now.
And I feel like before going into this one, I don't think anime can translate to live action pretty much
Ooh.
at all.
Yeah.
But I think if any show or if any franchise in anime that has a chance at it is Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, just like the whole concept of it too, and like the entire kind of story. I really think that
Could
this
work.
is the one that could definitely make it work. But
Yeah.
I guess
We'll see.
We'll
see.
find
And then,
out.
so-
I guess altogether
Have you
we'll
watched
find
it or
out.
no?
Oh no.
Okay, I was just wondering.
So what's up?
And
I've
so
not
I'm
seen it.
giving the homework next week. It's already December. We're just doing Christmas theme.
Yes, so
Okay.
next week we're going to kick off our Christmas theme. We're going to be doing it all month. Every Christmas movie. It's up to
Okay.
you guys. Whatever Christmas movie you guys or even show or series, you know, if you want to do it that's Christmas themed.
True.
More than welcome
Oh my
to.
god.
Oh, what'd you say?
Even
Even
even if there's a Christmas video game that you guys want to throw in there too, you can. I don't know if there really is a
I don't-
ton,
are there?
but there might be.
I thought
So
it was fun.
get
to kinda
creative with it
replay
though.
the
You know, like pick your Christmas movies. Pick
I Am
some.
Fish game. That was
You're more than welcome
Fuck
to.
that game,
More than
bro.
welcome to pick the
It's
classics, but
hard,
we've all
dude.
definitely seen the classics a ton,
Yeah.
an absolute ton.
I
So-
got a deep classic.
Yeah.
That's already in the lineup, but I don't know.
already
We'll
Well,
see. We'll see.
Alrighty, but last but not
mine.
least, we need a question this week. Anybody have a question for our sweet audience?
I don't know. I feel like Don's been coming up with some good ones.
What did I say last time? Which Spider-Man was your favorite? What did I say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I want
Go
to
for
I want to ask this one in particular. So again, we're getting closer and closer to the Halo release that is coming out. A lot of people love Halo. I think Halo is one of the biggest gaming franchises of all time.
Is a pillar.
Many
I
people do
believe.
consider it, you know, one of the top ones. But you know, being one of the top ones, who's your favorite like main character? I want to ask that because people. So the big thing about Halo Infinite is become the chief. You know, this game this time around is like a big focus on you're the chief. You know, you're like huge. You know, it's gonna follow the story of Chief and you know whatever else. But who's your favorite character? Do you like like Mario? Do you like Donkey Kong? Do you like
That's hard.
somebody from?
A lot of people have.
Who do you think is your favorite?
Ryu
Hayabusa.
Hayabusa.
Oh yeah.
Friggin' those games,
I
dude.
love those games.
Ninja Gaiden.
Link.
Link,
Ezio from Assassin's Creed. That's a good question.
Soap from the early Call of
Soap
Duty.
from the early Call of Duty.
Roach, lady.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Ghost.
There's a lot of good. There's a lot of good.
Dude, for me personally, Master Chief is definitely in my top 3 though. I love. Master
Oh
Chief.
yeah, for
Such
sure.
a great design. He's good looking. He looks.
What
tough,
we should
scary,
do
like,
is
strong.
try to do kind of like our top 4s.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little
like in
draft?
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Mount
Like
Rushmore
a
Video
next
game
week.
characters.
Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore next week.
That's a good one. Yeah.
We'll do it next week.
I mean, like
I would
that's
love
so
that,
Christmas.
It's, I think it'll be good. That'd be fun. That's gonna be
That's a
really
good
hard
one.
though, because there's also a lot of games that nobody's played where they have really good characters in them.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure.
well, after I played the Shadow of War games, like the main character of that one was like awesome.
Or even the main character from that. What's that game that you played? The little character that you're running around as.
I'm gonna do the
Ori?
Madden
Ori.
I'm-
Yeah,
Ori.
Ori.
I'm gonna do the
That
Madden
was a great
He's a
one.
cool main character too.
02 and just pick Vic, dude, because he was like the
the
broken
unstoppable,
player,
yeah,
like the
he's-
unstoppable
I'm
guy.
gonna
pick.
pick Tom Nook from Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
That's a
'cause
good
he's a
one,
son of a
dude.
bitch.
Tom Dick.
Yeah.
Isabel.
Bree would probably
Bing,
pick
bing, bing, bing.
Empoleon because she loves that
Oh,
Pokemon.
yeah.
I mean,
I don't
yeah,
know.
like I said, dude, there's so many games that have
And
like
Toad?
great characters.
Yeah,
Toad
Toad.
from Mario.
But all right, tell us yours at home. Other than that, are we missing anything? We pretty much got everything.
No,
right?
I
think we got it.
Alright, cool. So we are looking forward to the Christmas season coming up. Gonna be watching a lot of Christmas movies, toasty and warm. Next week we'll probably have some decorations up and around here. So looking forward
La
to that.
Coco.
Exactly. Alrighty,
Starbucks.
but
Starbucks.
so
Like
if that's
Starbucks cake back.
if that's pretty much it, then we're gonna close it off by saying thank you so much again. By listening, thank you. Remember to follow us on Instagram. Remember to follow us on TikTok and follow us all around. Send us
Yup.
around and stuff like that.
Yup.
And other than that, thank you so much for listening to all of the Buzz and the Boys Talk.
Oh.
Alrighty, goodbye, everybody.
Bing
Soon to
bang.
be
Bing
Christmas
bang.
season.
How you like
Happy
living in New
holidays.
York?
New York up.
Ariana Grande.
Goodbye.
Come back to
Big
Coney
Coney
Island.
Island.
Take another spin on the cyclone. I miss you.